wrong one. Welcome to No Objective Gaming. This is Aaron, and we've got the man himself, Scuba, here today.
Hey.
Yeah, Scuba from last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, this is what happens if you chat to us. You can come on the show.
We're not promising that to anyone but Scuba.
And who we got today, Jordan?
Oh, I'm just me.
You're just you today?
just me.
You know, Jam Master J or anything like that?
No. Not this week. Haven't had time. Too much uni.
So this is episode 22, and we're going to be talking all about E3 this week. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Just
Nothing
E3
else.
Because E3 was...
This is the part of the year where every gamer looks forward to, and they tell you all this crap about games that are coming out in 5 years' time.
All I did was watch your stream, and I was like, I skipped through each little bit, and I was like, oh, yeah, all right. That was just the Xbox one, though, as I wasn't really impressed.
Yeah,
but we didn't see Scalebound.
No, didn't see that
so
at all.
That's like a little hidden...
other RPG. Have you seen that before? That RPG?
No, I haven't.
They advertised it last 2 E3s, and then they canned the whole project.
Yeah, it's cancelled, isn't it? Yeah.
Then they reacquired
the IP or something like that.
Oh, so it's not fully
trademark.
cancelled then.
No, that's right. So we were like, ooh, what's it going to be?
Is it going to be something?
Okay.
Yeah.
But no.
So what have you been
cool.
playing? I will ask you. What have you been playing this week, Scuba?
Yeah, I've just been stopped playing D3 and just been playing a heap of Path of Exile at the moment. So yeah, that's about it.
Stop playing Diablo 3.
Yeah, waiting for that Necro to come out. So
Oh, dude,
when is that
on then? Yeah. I don't know when it comes out. Do you
Probably
know?
2 years' time, being Blizzard.
Yeah. They're slack, eh?
It's taking ages for that. Like, it is free, though, isn't it? It's a patch.
No, I think it's a paid DLC
Oh,
this
is?
time. Yeah, so I don't know, depending on what price it is, will be whether I'm
if they
getting on board or not.
release a new map or something, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or like something else in the adventure mode, because that thing's the best thing ever that happened to D3.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to pay for a character.
Yeah, depends what price it is, really. So
I'd pay something for it.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you would.
Yeah.
You'd pay through the roof. But you bought Resident Evil, you didn't finish it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm keen to jump back on it. I'm actually keen to play The Evil Within after what I saw at E3 this week. So
what did you see? Don't tell me.
Yeah, no,
tell me later.
It's okay, all right.
You're keen to play The Evil Within.
Yeah.
You must be the only one in the world.
No, it actually wasn't a bad game.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I've seen that, and I'm like, that looks just average.
Yeah.
It does look like kind of Dark Souls-y. Like,
No, it's
like
all
the
just-
art direction looks really
art
like...
direction's kind of... It's a horror game.
Yeah,
Horror,
no,
yeah.
it's
Super.
sort of Resident Evil.
Yeah, but you don't have many weapons kind of thing. You actually do get a fair bit of weapons. So it's more Resident Evil, than, say, what's it called? That friggin' other one. All those old ones on
Silent
Steam
Hills
and stuff.
and-
Yeah, Silent Hills.
Is
Yeah,
that
they're a
right?
bit more survival-ish.
Yeah.
So it's not so action anyway. It's more like Resident Evil 7, to be honest.
What did you play this week,
Me,
Chief?
Final Fantasy 14, dude. That's it.
That's it.
Stormblood dropped last night, and I'm just really want to get to Stormblood content. I'm still in the last expansion, and it's just taking hours. I checked my character the other day, and I'm up to 5.5 days worth of gameplay, and I'm still not even up to the latest expansion.
loves Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Just can't get it.
dude.
I don't know. I understand. I don't get it.
Dude,
I
it's
am
just-
going to play it with
yeah.
you.
It's just an MMO. That's all it is, and they suck me in like mad. Dude.
I'm going to have the worst time. I guarantee you when I get on there, I'm going to be like, this is crap.
It's not fast paced. That's the worst thing about it. The global cooldown is way too long.
What's that?
That's how when you can make another skill, do another move. Basically, you've got a cooldown, a whole global cooldown, and for
Whoa.
how long? So SWAT had it too, but when you're
Yeah,
doing your cast time, basically the global cooldown is in between that cast
Yeah.
time. But this is like huge. It's like a second global cooldown
What
for every
the
skill.
hell?
So every skill you can make is like a second delay between each of it. But it makes it more of like a strategic
More
MMO,
turn-based
yeah.
then? Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
God
So-
damn, dude.
But there's 30 odd skills you can use, and some of them don't work off the global cooldown as well.
Right,
So that's
okay.
where they get around that slow ass cooldown.
This is too confusing.
Yeah, it is. It's an MMO, man. They friggin' make them so hard and in depth, and the patch notes came out like Friday afternoon, and I was studying these things like mad. And they full on put the whole thing together. It's like a 20-page document of every single
wow.
bit they change to percentages, to increases in potency of
You
all
could be
this
reading
stuff.
a good book, and
Yeah.
you're reading patch notes.
I'm reading patch notes because they're like,
Fuck.
if you want to know where to go to start the new storyline, you've got to read the patch notes. So
Some
it's like they don't even
dedication.
tell you where the new zone is. They're just like, read the patch notes and it'll tell you where
What?
to start. Yeah.
What?
Yep. They love
Oh
the
my
patch notes.
God,
Them
dude.
Japanese guys. Yeah.
You can't call them that.
Japanese guys.
Oh, yeah, they're good developers.
No, they
yeah.
are. They do. a good
Them
job.
Japanese.
Yeah,
No,
them Japanese.
can't say that, man. We're gonna get flagged.
His
now.
name's Yoshi P. Yoshi P, the man.
Yoshi P.
Yeah. That's
Damn
his
it,
next
dude.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, man?
Oh, it's been Overwatch. That's it's every week, man. It's all I do.
Oh, I
don't
haven't been
play
playing
anything else.
anything.
I'm just getting.
Actually,
I'm just going up in SR.
I'm
That's
going to
it.
cut you off, dude,
Why?
because I did play Final Fantasy 7 this week because
Oh.
they had a 24-hour downtime for Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, what else do I have on my PS4? So I had the remastered edition of 7. I went through and killed Ruby Weapon, Emerald Weapon, and Sapphire. Oh, not Sapphire, the Ultimate, whatever.
No one
weapon.
knows what you're talking about.
But anyway, these are the hardest
No.
bosses in Final Fantasy 7 and cooked them. I think one took an hour and a half to beat. But
Can we just
yeah.
get back to talking about Overwatch?
So, are you looking forward to the remake that comes out in 2020?
Oh, yeah, whenever it does. Yeah, I don't
think
know.
that's what they said. It'll be before 2020 or something like that.
'Cause I'm-
So,
remember reading that one thing and they're like, oh, 2018 and beyond. It was in
Yeah.
that section. I'm like, far out.
wow.
So stupid.
They actually sent out, there's actually a job application going out because they want to make this game in-house in Square Enix. So Square Enix wants to develop it and publish it.
Hmm.
And so they've asked for people to come and make it for them and they want it to be urgently made. And they haven't even started doing it. They've made like tech demos and they haven't even started putting the game together properly. So they're a long way off.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't hold your breath, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy, man.
Nah, I just don't know. 7, apparently it's all going to be like action combat like, like the Final Fantasy 15 was,
15, yeah.
that new one. So I'm just not keen. I think they should have kept it more to its
Yeah.
roots.
That's
'Cause-
right. You told me that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So I just don't know. And they didn't show anything at E3 as well. So for Final Fantasy 7, there was not one thing. And they announced it, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, we can get to what they
Yeah.
didn't show at E3
Yeah.
later on
All
because
right.
I've got some fucking anger issues to get out here, man. Holy crap! But yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
300. I'm 300 SR above where I ended last season in Overwatch now. So like
Really?
you get ranked. I don't know if you know Scuba.
Yeah.
You
ranking,
basically
yeah.
go from like bronze to silver to gold, platinum to diamond, master, then grandmaster. And
Sounds a lot like the ranking system in StarCraft too.
It is
It's sort of like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I think it's maybe the ranks have different names, but it's the
Yeah.
same sort of thing.
I think
but
diamond was the same, like bronze and all that up to diamond.
yeah,
So
I'm sitting in gold at the moment, and I'm about 2,300.
Oh, man.
And
2,300,
yeah,
dude.
see, I ended the season at 2,000, so I've gone 300 up in the last couple of weeks since the season started. So I'm even just solo queuing, you can still grow up, like get further up. So all I want to do eventually is just end the season like in platinum at least. So that's 2,500 and above.
Yep.
But like, I reckon I could get to diamond and sit in there and do a lot better. Because, mate, it's good. It's
I
good
think
fun.
that's where Chris Lyons is, the guy that you chat to on Facebook.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in Diamond League.
Diamond
Yeah.
and platinum is where most players are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So platinum I think is where most, and then diamond is like above, like slightly above average.
Okay.
Not like average skill. It's just that there's just a majority of people there.
Yeah, and then you got
Um,
Master and Grandmaster.
Yeah,
or
master and grandmaster. You're putting some work in. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much what you do when you come home from
Hours.
work is play Overwatch.
whatever. I think that's what Aaron does. He has his 4 days on
yeah.
and then 4 days off, and then whole 4 days off. He's just Overwatch.
No, he
Okay.
plays everything, man.
Oh no, I have seen him on Heroes
World of
of the
Warcraft,
Storm.
Heroes of
yeah.
the Storm, Overwatch.
Anything Blizzard. He's
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
No, you need to put a lot of time in. And once you get to diamond, master and grandmaster, you have decay.
Oh,
so if you don't play,
Far out.
it's so that you can't get there and just be like, well, I'm master or grandmaster now.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
decay
yeah.
off if you don't play, so you need to maintain that
Well,
to
that's
show that
good.
you are acquiring those skills still. So
It's so competitive, that game. Holy
it's
crap.
good. It's a good game, man. You'll get it. We'll jump on, download it, use Shane's account.
Yeah, I think I will.
Just do it tonight. I'm downloading Final Fantasy for you so we can do our
Yeah. All right, I'll
our
do
little
it. I'll do
our
it.
new little show on Bean
Yeah, we're gonna do it on
on Mixer.
on Mixer. So that's that Xbox
Oh,
or Microsoft
yeah.
platform kind
Yeah,
of thing,
yep.
because you can do dual streams at once.
Oh, cool.
So you
Yeah.
can stream Aaron's game and my game on the one screen.
Oh, wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
And people actually,
Mm.
there's actually a section where you can do like emotes and stuff, and people like it's like pops up on the screen like slap head and stuff like that. But actually,
Why are you trying to tell that? That's like
No,
ruining it for me.
this
man.
is what's
You're
ruining
not keen to use it
but
anymore.
yeah, like
Get
nah,
this
fuck it.
right.
Sick with Twitch.
All the new Microsoft games that are coming out that you stream to Mixer, you can actually control the game with the crowd, can actually control certain things in the game for you through Mixer. They're adding this like kind of like feature in where if you just want to leave the game and you want to let, say, someone put like their, because you get power kind of thing, like it's like a power, it's like a symbol for like credits, and you can spend a credit to control their game kind of thing.
Right, and that
But-
costs you real life money.
No, it doesn't actually. It just costs you time. So the amount you watch
Oh.
Mixer, you accumulate these points,
Okay.
and then you can put them into giving an emote or something that can control someone's game or flash up. So yeah, it's different. I don't know. I'm not. I
Good to see
haven't.
Microsoft doing something smart. Yeah, Mixer maybe.
Yeah,
Instead of this fucking Scorpio.
yeah.
Hey, it's not called that anymore.
No, it's
No,
right.
it's
Oh
not.
God, don't. That's just. I think I sent you a message. I did. I was like, why?
Why? Yeah.
I like that. No, I didn't. I don't know if I did. I was talking to Emily, and I was like, "That's the dumbest fucking name. Like, what are you doing? I don't understand." Yeah, let's just skip. Let's
Yeah,
just get to it.
let's get to
get
it.
through this
All right.
nonsense, and we'll just go straight to E3.
So please, if you can, give us a review on iTunes. Helps our channel out a lot. Last week's episode hasn't come on, but it will be on there soon. We've been
Yeah.
slack.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's because we had technical difficulties.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
When we don't have that, everything
Yeah.
is smooth.
Oh,
As soon
yeah.
as you get one difficulty, it's like,
Oh,
nah,
yeah.
just here, add heaps of time to
add a whole week to
to
fixing
getting shit done.
crap up, because we don't like to fix it up. We like to finish it here and then just publish it.
That's right.
So yeah,
It's easier.
definitely. So you can follow us on Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game, Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU, where we really need to start streaming more on there. We've been
Hey man,
silent.
look, I had 1 week off because of uni. Just give
Yeah,
me a
yeah,
fucking
no, that's
break.
all right.
You are the
Me.
one who never streams.
I never stream, and I've got so much crap up
You've
there
got
to
so many
stream.
games that people want to watch.
Yeah, I do. I've got all them old RPG games that people, for some reason, like to watch me play them, or fish in Final Fantasy 15.
It's fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
He sits there and does that. And I'm playing Overwatch like all the time. I've had like 2 people watch me. He
Right.
plays one old RPG and he's got just people from out of nowhere.
Oh,
And I'm
really?
like, what the fuck, dude? Like these people don't want to watch some cool fucking.
It's because they're good games, man.
Oh, piss right off, dude. I'm not even. No.
Yeah, and you can follow us on YouTube at No Objective Gaming. Subscribe on there if you can catch the episodes before they get taken down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you all watch
Yeah.
them on Twitch.
Yeah, I think Twitch is the way to go because they don't seem to ban us like YouTube does.
YouTube just
Yeah.
flags, strikes down.
Yeah.
You watched something you weren't supposed to.
We're
Someone
too-
else has property on that.
Yeah, we're too low. We're just plebs, mate, so no one cares.
Yeah, no one gives a flying toss.
And our Instagram's been quiet too because everyone has just been slack lately. So it's No Objective Gaming on there.
Well,
Yeah.
you need
I
to.
need to keep up.
I
and
actually
just-
had stuff to do. I had uni. I
I've
had
just got
exam week, mate.
dad life and yeah.
Yeah, but just pull out your phone.
Pull out my phone. Yeah, I should.
Take
and
a
then my son
Kid in
starts
one
pulling
hand,
things.
phone in the other.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty
You'll
much.
be fine.
He's jumped on my streams a few times, when he's like sitting there and everyone's like, "Oh, who's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's my
Exactly.
son."
There you
Yeah.
go. See,
There
it's
we go.
fine.
He'll be famous before I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And there's an email as well, noobjectiveentertainment@gmail.com if you want to ask us a question or anything like that. So let's get to new games, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't much this week because,
No,
I
because
think
why would you release a game
Yeah.
during E3? Like no one.
Yeah.
I mean,
dumb companies do it.
Yeah, dumb companies. Yeah,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah.
For,
But the
for-
one company
for
was only
example-
early access. So
for example,
yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh, Nintendo, yeah, all right. So ARMS was released.
No, not your. No, I wouldn't call Square Enix. Well, no, I would. They're dumb.
Yeah, well, they just take too long.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
There
dumb
you go.
as. Yeah.
Fucking get a grip, buddy.
Yeah.
You need to go and get on the Blizzard train again. Come back. Come back.
I do like Blizzard.
Scuba and I here.
I'll start playing World of Warcraft again, and then my life will be
No.
gone. No way.
Overwatch only or Diablo. That's it.
Yeah.
So ARMS came out.
Yeah, this Cars game. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's just some racing game.
What is it? Cars? Like
called
the
Cars.
movie?
Yeah, no, it's not the movie Cars. It's actually on Xbox One and PS. Yeah, on
What was
PS4 and all
what
that
was
kind of
the
crap.
idea behind that? Let's bring out a racing game.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it?
Cars?
Just
It's got cars in
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Let's
so-
call it cars.
because like what happened to racing games? They were like, oh,
it's just cars moving around.
like just no one plays them anymore. We're gonna get real simple with it.
Yeah.
You want to play cars? Yeah, we go cars.
We
Here's
got
a whole
cars,
bunch of
guys.
cars.
Yeah,
It's got this other name at the end, but I just went, the main title's called Cars. So
whatever.
Yeah.
Go play it
Yeah,
if you
sweet.
if you
Yeah.
like that shit. Go instead, just go play a real game like Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
That was the only good racing game.
Underground 2,
No, I didn't play that.
did you?
I played Underground 2 and 1.
I played 1.
I like the music from 1.
Yeah.
2 had sweet open world, but
It just didn't
yeah.
I don't like open world driving because, again, you are driving to just continue driving.
Yeah.
I found that
Yeah.
setup was-
driving
Makes
to
sense,
race.
yeah, you're like
Holy
driving
crap.
to race, whereas at least you got brakes. So like
Yeah.
you take a break and you go change the decals and shit on your
Yeah.
car and do it all up, and then you go
Yeah,
straight
true.
into a race. Whereas driving around to get to a driving mission was just, I was like, nah, it's not a great formula.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tony Hawk's Underground was another great Underground.
Yeah.
What was with Underground?
I don't know. It was at that stage as well.
yeah,
Everything
everything.
was
Oh, it's Underground. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
It's like open world. Everything's open world these days. Like, oh, let's make an open world game.
Oh god.
I wonder what that's like MMOs when that was the big hit 4 years ago. Everything was an MMO.
Yeah. God damn it.
And didn't they all crumble into dust?
Yep.
Yeah.
All gone.
All gone. Or free.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah.
Gone. Whatever.
I don't know why they keep the servers up, to be honest, on a few. But, oh well.
Stupid.
I
They
think
might-
there's the dedicated 1,000 players. or
Yeah,
something
it must
like
be
that.
still making money somehow off it.
Yeah,
Keep it going.
microtransactions. Yeah, it'd be that.
Star Wars, one of those ones.
Yeah, I actually see a lot of kids at school because I fix some laptops that they bring in, and I always see the swatter icon on the desktop, and I'm like, oh, dude, you're playing Star Wars Old Republic, and he's like, yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
I played that on release.
Yeah, I played that on release.
Like
man,
I
it
played the
was
beta.
sick, yeah.
I played the fucking
Or
on
raiding
release.
or PvPing,
Yeah.
or doing everything, and they
Did
just
that
like they just look at me like, oh yeah, cool, man. I'm like, yeah, sweet. And they're like, I haven't been playing many games lately. I've just been drinking with my mates. I'm like, yeah, cool.
What a
alright. Yeah.
And you're
That's-
like, you
yeah.
fucking loser.
Yeah, year
You're
12.
like, is
and
it
that.
what kind of fucking? You're like, what are you, some sort of fucking jock? What? Like, it's cool to be nerd now, man.
Yeah.
Just sit there and play games.
Just play games, man. It's sick. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm just all more into socializing with my friends lately. I'm like, yeah, cool. man,
That's fucking
alright. Yeah.
shit, mate. Socializing.
Bloody
Who has
kids,
time
man.
for that?
Socialize online.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Talk to
Yeah.
your friends over the internet,
That's the only way to do it.
mate. So, what do you talk about? Your stupid Stormblood?
Yeah, okay. So Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood early access started this week. So only early access. It comes out next week, the official launch. The servers were a bit flaky last night. So some of the dungeons weren't working because the duty finder was broken, but only for about 25 minutes, and then it picked itself back up again.
Right.
I think it was just too many. The servers are definitely overloaded because they increased all their like their inventory space and stuff like that, and they said that they're just gonna do it slowly, implement more space in the inventory so they don't crash the servers, because apparently it's a big deal. I don't know how it works, but anyway. So because in Final Fantasy you don't pick up bags, you just get your inventory, the whole thing, up front. So they added 25 more slots to your inventory, which is fantastic, because I'm sick of going and getting rid of and selling and all that stuff, because half of it you need if you're going to craft or do all them kind of other jobs and stuff like that. So
Inventory slots.
Yeah.
This is the RPG Lord's
yeah,
worst nightmare.
definitely.
Yeah.
So you need 80. No, I think they increased it to like 100 and something now. So
God damn.
got a fair bit. But yeah, jump on that. You can play it for free up to level 35 with
Yep.
any job. So it's definitely good. So do you want to get into this E3? Man?
Let's do it.
E3.
We got what, like an hour's worth of shitty content here to get through.
Dude. Like-
And shitty is the fucking operative word.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this in order from when each conference was on. So
Oh,
when
okay. So EA was first.
EA was first. They did a day early compared to Xbox.
Oh, okay.
So they were on like the opening ceremony kind of thing. I think whatever
Opening
it is.
ceremony.
They come in with the torch and light the big
yeah,
E3.
fuck. That's probably what it's like now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they're all insane. They're like they'll have the tech people that come out and gesture, and they're like, "We here at Microsoft,
Yeah.
we have the best product. We have the most powerful console in the world."
It's all because of, I swear it's all because of Apple. It
Yeah,
all started there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
Yep.
Cheers, bloke.
At least no one pulled up the Scorpio or the Xbox One X and went,
Did what? Has that happened before? No, that's. It would have been far off if they did hold that up. You'd just be like, "You fucking wanker."
It's the thinnest Xbox console
Oh,
ever.
thank goodness it's thin.
Yep.
6 billion transistors.
Oh yeah,
What is-
teraflops of all this crap. Yeah,
People go, yeah. Only they're like, "Cool, it sounds good, whatever."
Yeah.
All right, let's go through it.
all right, let's go through it. So EA's press conference. Did anyone watch it, or was it just me?
No, I didn't get around to watching
Yeah.
that one.
I didn't
watched
watch it,
all the others.
and the thing is, I really want to see this. This is why you didn't have the video, but I want to see this Battlefront 2 gameplay.
Okay, yeah, looked pretty good, man.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Can we look at it?
I guess we can.
Oh,
I
come
guess
on,
we
it's not that
can.
hard. Just bring it up because this is what This is the one thing from everything that came out that I was like, hell yeah, I want to know what this is like now. I've heard that it's the Theed.
It's all Empire like, isn't it now? You play as
the campaign
Empire?
is you play as the Empire.
Does that mean we get to kill Jar Jar and his mates? Or what?
Definitely get to kill his mates at least.
Yeah. Well, not Jar Jar, but you'll get to
Maybe not him.
the Gungans or whatever.
Yeah,
so
you'll get to kill
all
them.
Oh, we'll see if we can find a gameplay one.
Just
But
go to. Why do you always Google things? Go to YouTube. It'll be like in the
Oh,
trending,
yeah.
dude.
I know.
Last
Yeah,
time
we'll
we
go
did
this one.
was 14
play.
minutes.
Yeah, but we won't watch the whole thing. We'll just watch bits of it, dude.
Oh
So
yeah,
we'll just play it in
Pre-alpha.
the background.
Oh,
it looks
So-
sweet. Those big MTTs. That's what that actually is. I'm telling you now. MTT, multi-troop transport. Are you impressed by my Star Wars knowledge?
Yeah, you and your Star Wars
You should
knowledge,
be.
man.
Be impressed.
So
Also, you play as clone troopers, which is interesting because
yeah,
they
I thought
weren't
it was
at.
weird that these are third person too.
Oh well, there's options. I assume there'll be options now, which is good because
What original Battlefront was that?
original
Yeah.
Battlefront had switching. Oh fuck yes.
Yeah, so they got a lot of sky flying in there. It looks friggin'
So
awesome what they're doing. Yeah. The guys that I did hear talking about this,
that ship there was what, like, see how it looks like a TIE fighter? That's
Yep.
on purpose because it's this Republic.
this guy is all over the shop in the air trying to kill this guy. It's
it's
making
a
me very
fucking droid
dizzy.
starfighter, mate.
Yeah. But I don't know. Some guy was just saying that the air was a bit hard to control, and yeah, so it was a bit different. They liked being on the ground, fighting more
This
than
looks
being in the air.
fantastic. This is so cool because this looks like Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2,
Yeah,
not Battlefront 2. This game, and you playing as clone. Like, no one likes the prequels, but everyone likes the battle sequences because it's all CG and.
so do you think they've redeemed themselves and made
Oh
a
yeah,
Battlefield?
this is exactly what
Battlefront
Battlefront 2 was. You drove AATs like that, and oh man, I used to have one of those as a toy. Fuck yes, like a big toy, man. It's just this looks great.
Yeah,
Oh,
I actually know the Call of Duty World War II stuff looked good too. I was like, holy crap, there's actually buildings that break apart and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it looks half decent, like bodies that are split in half and
I
crap.
think
yeah.
Ollie and I were talking about that. I think now that's we should get onto that soon. But
Whoa.
yeah,
it
look
looked
at that.
I think it's PTT. I think that thing.
I
Personal
will-
troop transport.
I will say that the Frostbite engine's a good engine. They just needed the good content. Like they
That's
needed
right.
content in the game. It was just.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah, I played a fair bit of it
you
on
did?
PS4. Yeah.
I had on PS4. Oh man, we should. I've
Oh,
still got it, but
Didn't know. I would have played with you.
Look at that. That looks
man.
sick. That thing blowing up.
I've got it on PS4, but I had
Do you know what that is,
PlayStation.
Jordan? What's that one?
that's a droid starfighter.
Okay, all right, cool.
But I had it
Testing your
on
knowledge.
PS4, but I unsubscribed from PlayStation Plus after I realized I wasn't going to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, that's such a cool.
It looks fun.
Theed,
Yeah.
man. And the clone troopers didn't even fight there. This is what Battlefront 2 had, the original one. You could do maps where there wasn't even like a fight, but you could do them either clone troopers, like, so if you're playing on Hoth, you could
Yeah.
still do clone troopers versus droids.
Mix and match like
yeah,
anything.
like it didn't matter because you like make your own fucking game. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
and then that one, the original, well, not the original, the new Battlefront was just average. It was just they were like, oh yeah, all you want to do is play Galactic Civil War, so it's the Empire versus the Rebels. And it's like,
okay.
yeah, we do, but like, give us more options.
It was pretty much just like a stripped down, get it out as quick as possible,
Oh, God,
make
yeah.
money off this movie.
Get it out for the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
it out now while the hype is
Which
big.
is what you can tell that EA publishers were yelling that at them
Yeah.
as they were making it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. So this looks like the more fleshed out version, and I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might buy this one.
Ah, here we go.
There's too many good games coming out this year as well. Like at the end, I'm like,
Speaking of which,
Yep.
I know that Scuba wants to talk about this, so let's go on to this new BioWare.
oh, yep. So we got Anthem. This is
yeah.
coming out. That's that. It looks kind of cool. I thought it looked more Destiny look. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks sort of like a Destiny type game with sort of like it looks like you're on like Pandora from Avatar or something like that. You know, in the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Like,
I
that's
did
the
see
sort of
that.
world.
And I was like, huh.
You
Yeah.
get out, You have to jump in these mech
I remember you
suits.
saying on
Yeah.
the thing, you were like, I don't really like games you play in suits, and I have to agree. I don't.
Yeah.
I sort of go, you're like sort of ham-fistedly throwing it away to have upgrades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You're
true.
purposely going, oh, this is what you're upgrading, and I
Yeah.
get it.
I didn't like Fallout 4 like the power armor because of that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like it because it was a suit this time instead of like
Armor
piece
that you
of
just
gear. Yeah,
piece-
you just
Yeah.
chuck on.
yeah.
It seems like the classes are specific to the suit that you are. So, like, if you want to be a tank, you need the bigger, sort of
Yep.
staunchier
Mm.
So
suit
a
and
Titanfall
stuff
kind
like
of
that.
feel too. Like I see that in it
Yeah.
as well. Like the Titanfall, different types of suits where you've got your big brute,
Yeah.
you've got your fast, nimble kind of
Yeah.
character.
I'll
yeah.
be interested to see. BioWare is in a bad place.
Yeah,
at the
this
moment.
is the good team. Not apparently it was the
so
B
these are the-
team that worked on Andromeda.
So these- apparently
this is
these
the good
guys-
one.
Easy.
Apparently,
the original
so they say.
whatever producer or whatever director for Mass Effect jumped and started making Anthem, but
Mm.
now he's gone, and so now they got other people working on what he's kind of the core values he put down for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's still the core team for Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Oh, for Mass Effect working on this.
It looks promising, but as with everything, be skeptical, I guess, until you hear
Yeah.
a bit more information or see people play betas or something like that. Because, like anything with those type of games, there's no content for the end game that wants you to keep going and keep playing them. So the
That's
world
the funny
looks
thing
nice to
about-
explore.
Yeah, that's a
But
really
that's
good
it.
point.
Mhm.
I find that's what happened with Destiny when I
Yeah.
played it. I was when I first, because I was there, in the week. You were there as well. We
Yeah.
played together a couple of
Yeah.
times, and
I was playing on the bad console, man. I was
Yeah,
playing
you
on
were.
Xbox
You
One.
made a
Oh.
mistake. and
Cooking it.
and I was
Yeah.
and I was like, there's just not much for me to do at the end. So
Yeah,
I think what they do, like the model they're working with, is let's get lots of people in,
yeah,
and then once they're in, they'll deal with the lack of content. But
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
no, it
Like
doesn't.
Battlefront is a great example of that.
Yeah.
Lots of people got in, and then everyone got out because they were
Yeah.
like, "What do I do now?
Yeah.
I can't keep farming the same 5 maps over and
Yeah.
over again. This is boring."
Another one that was really bad for that, and I played it was The Division. Did you guys play that?
No, I
Yeah.
never played it. I
And,
heard
like-
really bad things about it, so I was like, no.
As once you hit Endgame, is like I think The Division was up there with like the biggest player base drop off in like any Ubisoft game. I'm pretty sure they like
wow.
after that week,
Dude.
I think it was that and For Honor, and they're like those two games are the ones that just died. Like
Oh.
everyone played it for 3 weeks, and then no one
Ubisoft,
played it
man.
anymore.
What are they doing?
So it's like
Yeah.
they just have there's no substance to the end, and it was like they were like, oh, this incursion's coming out. Wait for this incursion. You're like, oh, it's gonna be like a raid. It's gonna be cool, and it was just a wave, like attack.
Oh, you're
They're
kidding.
just waves of enemies come in one room, and there's like this tank thing
There's
at the
no
end, and we just
originality
got
for that.
so
Yeah.
boring. We did it, we finished it, and I didn't play it again.
God damn.
Didn't
Yeah.
play the game.
They reckon the expansions
So-
did fix the game, but
It's
they've
too
already done
late.
the damage.
Yeah, it's too
That's
late
right.
by
This
then.
is like,
It's like all these MMOs that come out
Yeah.
and they've got no content
Yeah,
day one. Like,
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, work on it.
Yeah.
This is the. There's too many well fleshed out games that people are playing at the moment
Yeah.
that they can fall back on. So when you release your game, you got to be like, all right, end game content.
yeah,
End game content is what we need. Like people, because you don't understand. Like if they don't understand the model for MMO, where people will grind, like they'll play for like 24 hours straight. Some people
Oh.
to get to that end game, be
Yeah.
the first there. But if there's nothing there, that's it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so, you need to You need to feed that. Like, don't put
Those
so much
hardcore
effort into
players.
the mid game stuff because people don't really care. They just want
Yeah.
to level.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Exactly.
they'll fly through it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
they won't even
Yeah.
worry
Like,
about storyline. They'll
the
just
original Borderlands
chuck it.
had like the most pathetic story.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so fun because the gameplay was really fun. The story was average, but then like it was just repeat, rinse and repeat sort of
Yeah.
game, which
Loot
is fine.
shooter. They just pull you in.
Yeah.
There's more loot.
Yeah.
Like
All-
Diablo kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
all the good MMOs are just basically you want to just get to the end
That's
game.
right.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones that are good where the end game is the start of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
you don't actually. Yeah, you used to say that all the time about World
Oh,
of
yeah.
Warcraft. You're like, you don't
Yeah.
really start playing until you get
Yeah.
to the
You
end.
play the
Exactly.
storyline that you haven't read a single sentence of the whole storyline. All you're doing
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
skipping the whole thing.
Yeah.
Going right to the end.
So that's
So-
what, and that's the trouble. I think, and
Yeah.
hopefully, I mean, I'm not going to play Destiny 2, but I hope for people who do, you're going to
Yeah.
play Destiny 2.
Yeah, probably will.
well, then
depends what's out at
hopefully
the time.
hopefully they get that.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
seems
mean?
like they've listened to like what people complained about the other one, so
Yeah.
we'll see if they fix it.
It's only still going to be running on 30 frames a second on console.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
annoying.
okay.
So and they said it's going to come out a month later on PC, and it's running 60 frames on
Yeah,
PC.
October
Well,
for PC. I think.
It will run 60 frames. They said it's just going to be uncapped. You can go as high as you like,
Okay.
or as low as you want.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. Xbox One X came out, and it's still going to be running in 30 frames. on the
Yeah.
PS4 Pro.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So what's this, A Way Out?
So this is like a prison break type of game. You're just prisoners trying to break out. It's one of those co-op
I heard
Ubisoft
that
games they're going to release.
It's co-op only.
Yeah.
Like you have to play it
Oh, is
with
this
two
like that
people
fucking,
or co-op.
do you remember Evolve?
It looks like that. What was that one? What's that one?
Evolve, remember the monster where you go and
Oh.
hunt the monsters?
Oh,
yeah. This one looks like that. Kane and Lynch type sort of
Kane
game.
Lynch.
Yeah, I don't
Back in
know.
the
Apparently,
day.
it's it looks very. This sort of looks a bit more Uncharted-y sort of, but all co-op type thing, like helping people jump up, stuff like that. So,
Interesting.
not too sure.
Yeah.
Like, it looks half decent.
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I heard lots of good things about that game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it looks alright.
We'll
I
try
don't
and
wanna-
get some more gameplay.
I
of
don't
it.
want to look at you fucking people
They're
talking.
talking about because they're doing like a playable demo and stuff like that of it. So
Yeah, see, stuff like that looks like could be pretty cool.
yeah,
This is what we were talking about a few weeks ago. We were talking. Oh, was it last week? Just the story content of these games has to be better now.
Yeah.
People require more because of the bar got lifted by like Naughty Dog
Yeah.
a long time ago, for writing stories that are like
Yeah.
better than movies.
Yeah.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
And now you go, all right, I'm going to release a story game, and if the story is average and you're just relying on gameplay too much, a lot of like the more less hardcore gamers, but the more like story driven and just like I play games because I enjoy them. People,
Yeah.
which is like me, will just we'll go. It's not really
Yeah.
not really like dragging me into. You're not really immersing me
Yeah.
anymore. So
No.
hopefully that one will be like actually really good. Interesting if it is only co-op.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
I'm not 100% sure, but I seen
But they're
a
pushing
few people
for it, yeah.
complaining about that. Something saying, "Oh, so I don't get to play this by myself,"
So
sort
it's
of
like
thing. So
Titanfall 1.
not too
Titanfall
sure.
1 did
Yeah.
the same thing. It was only, not even co-op. It was only online.
Only
That was
online
it,
multiplayer.
so-
That's
Yeah.
okay, because you get your market. You're just
Yeah.
going, all right, I want the
Yeah.
multiplayer
I don't
people.
think if it costs, full price when it comes out for those titles. I think that's a
Yeah.
big garbage.
You watch what happens though. Like For Honor, when they come out, they go full price, and then no one buys it, and then they
Oh,
go
$20
shit. All right,
Here you
yeah.
go.
Well,
Yeah.
you gave it for fucking $30.
Did any of you guys play that?
No,
No.
Shane
No.
played a lot of, like, fair bit of it actually.
Yeah.
But he did like the cheese move, so he just sat near the bridges and just kicked them off, and they die instantly.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how he was winning the
Okay.
game. Yeah, so
Do you
he's
have it?
cheesing the whole
Have you
thing.
played
No, I haven't. My
Oh,
my
yeah,
other
no.
mate played a lot of it, and he said, "Yeah, it was pretty fun, but yeah, bombed
Yeah,
like everything
yeah.
after a while."
bombs
Bored.
like every Ubisoft game on.
Well, they released like
Yeah.
2 AAAs in a space of 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, I swear
Or a
Ubisoft
month.
needed to buy a calendar that year and go, okay, let's space out a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not release Wildlands right after we release this other game.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, and it just kept going as well. Like, I think they released another thing as well. Like, it was just stupid.
Oh,
They
yeah.
released 3, I think, big titles.
It's crazy.
But yeah, anyway, and then EA, they just did their typical sport thing. They did their NBA, their
Oh, yeah.
footy,
Madden,
yeah, all
Well, they,
that.
they
FIFA.
don't own NBA
Yeah.
anymore. It's all 2K now.
Oh, it's all 2K. Yeah, okay. But I think
Madden
they
and
still-
FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
And I think they're adding the
Hockey.
storylines into
Yeah.
all of them too now. So they're really doing that.
Yeah, like
storyline
career
push.
modes.
yeah.
career
and-
modes.
Yeah, like building up a character or a
Well,
player, I should say.
Which I think
yeah.
is pretty cool for a sport game.
Yeah, you got to have something more in
Yeah.
it than just being the same thing as the year before.
Dude, that's what
now,
Tony
don't
Hawk's
you?
Underground was.
Yeah, true.
The story
Yeah.
in that was so good.
Becoming pro.
Becoming pro.
Yeah.
So- oh,
That was
fuck. Back in the skating
Might
days.
have to be a retro game.
Yeah.
Play. Or it's not probably retro yet, is it?
It's
But
like we could
how
play.
old
I
is
got
that?
2 on PC, dude. I still got the
Oh.
CD for, but that was my game, man. Tony Hawk's 2. That was it.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Pro
Yeah.
Skater 2.
yeah, not Underground 2. No.
you can be fucking Spider-Man
yeah, dude.
in that one. It was awesome.
Right, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Soundtracks on those games were just
Yeah.
amazing.
So much Millencolin.
good.
Oh,
Like,
it's
yeah.
just so
Papa
good.
Roach.
Yeah, Papa Roach.
Oh, no.
So much of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So good. I learned that song because of Tony Hawk. Yeah.
There you
This
go.
guy.
Yeah.
This guy. So new
Uh,
Battlefield 1 maps at night. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, like I never put any more money into Battlefield. Like I did it with 3. I bought just Battlefield 3 and never bought any map packs. Nothing.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did it with Battlefield 1 too. Just,
Yeah, I bought Battlefield. We played a bit of it, and I haven't played it since.
it is unreal.
Yeah.
I must admit, it's such a cool game.
It's a great game.
But I'm not a shooter. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I've just got a better shooter.
you got a better shooter. Yeah, fair enough. And Shane jumps on Battlefield 1 whenever he's getting pissed off at Overwatch. If he's losing, he's like, yeah, I'm done.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
All right, the big one.
The big one. So this was on Monday for us, which was Sunday for America. But yeah, Xbox.
The Xbox.
Yeah, the Xbox.
So we're gonna skip the games part and talk about the.
Yeah, all right. So we'll do what they first started up with.
Yeah.
They started just straight up with a bang, just saying, here you go. Xbox Scorpio is now the Xbox One X. And they went into like they just did this big break apart video where they showed all these little bloody components getting soldered on.
Buzzwords.
Yeah, it was just the teraflops and
factors.
and no one cares. And
Yeah.
I was looking at it going, yeah, cool. And they were like, this is the best console, fastest, most
Yeah, but
graphical performance console yet, because they're the last people to release a
but
console.
I just
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, of
understand.
course.
Like people, I wonder if anyone else is sort of going. You know, you can say that like if PS4 does this, which I hope they don't. If they go and release like another like a 4.5 sort of thing.
Yeah.
If they go and do that, I'll be like, they're gonna say it as well, and they're
Yeah.
just as stupid for being like, oh, yeah, this is now the most powerful. Of course it is.
Yeah,
Because you
it
have
has to be.
because you're going to make it more powerful, so you can say it's more powerful. But what does that matter if all the games are coded and made for the base level console?
Yeah, they always cater for the lowest sort of one, don't they? And
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happened with the 360 and PS3. It was
Yeah.
just like everything was made for the 360.
Yeah,
and the
lead
PS3.
developed on the
Yeah.
360.
And
Yeah.
the PS3 guys got shafted with a
Yeah.
really crap game. Like we got better
Ports.
frames and stuff out of them, but yeah, at the end they
Yeah.
just couldn't do it. That console was lacking so bad.
It doesn't really matter how much power you got as well, because it's all about the games most of the time. Like power does help, but if you look back like to the Xbox, the original Xbox and the PS2, like Xbox had some good games on it, but it was a lot more powerful than the PS2. But how many units did the
Crazy.
PS2 sell because of how many good games it had? Like
155,
so many. So
Yeah.
Was
I
it
mean,
I think it
yeah,
was 20 million. I think 20 million Xbox One originals were sold and 155
Yeah.
million PS2s.
I mean, it had a head start, but
Yeah.
still, the games were
Oh,
they
There
supported
was
that for so long.
That was like there were so many games. Everyone was releasing games.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like all
Good
sorts of
games as
different
well.
fucking games.
yeah. See,
Kids games.
I didn't play
Yeah.
too many of them really on the PS2. I was more PS1 because I had the old Final Fantasies on there that was so long. And then, of course, I had 10 and 12 on there too. And that's basically all I really played on the PS2. I was too busy skateboarding or just
Yeah.
hanging out
I
back
didn't-
then to
yeah.
really get into all the games on it. Like
Yeah, I
on
didn't
the
play a
console.
lot of PS2 either. I
Yeah.
played some of the good ones, but not many. I didn't
Yeah.
have
so
as many
much.
games as I had on like PlayStation 1. So
Yeah, Jordan was the
I
king.
was PS2 Lord, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is all I did. So I still have them. I still got a few games now.
yeah,
It's
That's
so
sick.
good.
kept that back catalogue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Get
So
it
the
back.
Xbox One X,
Yeah, that was released.
shit.
Look, it's fantastic.
You're the only one
console.
who really knows.
Like, it's definitely good for power if it can be utilized. Like, that's it. If people are going to make a game for it and it's going to look good, which they said Forza 7 is going to run natively in 4K on it, so no upscaling. But it's still a racing game. It's not really... doesn't need much performance to run that. Doesn't
Yeah.
have much background rendering. It's more just crowds. Remember the old ones where they're just cardboard cutouts?
Yeah.
Like this?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly focused on the car itself
Yeah.
and looking at good, but look, it's probably a great console.
How
but
much Australian?
$650. Well, I actually looked on EB Games at $649. That's
Okay.
what it's coming up
So
at.
Yeah.
So you spot on, dude.
500 US worked out to be about 650
Yeah.
something. So
There you go.
So
I-
it's,
yeah,
it's expensive.
That is
Mm.
expensive.
That's more than what the PlayStation 4 Pro was on release.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 Pro was around 500.
Yeah.
And are the third party games coming out like, Call of Duties and those ones that a lot of those people are going to play going to look that much better to like
No
the
way.
original Xbox
He's just
One?
like, oh, it's gonna have like this is what what's his name Spencer was talking about. And he was just saying, look, it's gonna look upscaled. It's gonna have all this, but I think it's gonna be more of like an anti-aliasing. So it's just gonna flesh out those little
Jaggies and that.
jagged edges and
Yeah.
all that.
So you
got
to get a 4K TV as well if you want to get the full experience.
yeah, and that's what he's saying. Is if you don't have 4K TV, you can still experience on a 1080p
Yeah.
screen. But can
Yeah.
you really though? No.
but you can't experience the extent of what they're trying to sell to you.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're
And
trying to sell to you 4K, and you're like, "Yeah, good on you."
Honestly, who cares about 4K at the moment? I'm playing games on 1080p and they're fine. And
Yeah,
they
I
look
think
great.
1080p is pretty good for
Yeah.
at the moment. So
Yeah, I
It's
don't-
not like I don't think you need that many pixels, especially if you're playing on a small monitor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's right.
It's
On a-
mainly for those big ass TVs that every guy's got in their homes.
yeah, you're
like,
stretching
Yeah.
the pixels out a
Yeah.
bit too much if you're like 65-inch
Yeah.
TVs these
Yeah.
days.
like even like I think what Shane's got the 65-inch downstairs.
Yeah, that's pretty standard now.
Yeah.
Because ours was 40. We had 42s back
Yeah,
when we
I've
bought
still
our
got my
TVs.
42. Yeah, it still
Yeah,
goes.
and now standard's kind of like 50, 65.
And I play all my games in my computer room, so they're all playing off a monitor anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
playing on a 24-inch
It doesn't
all
matter.
the time. So
So the verdict on it is sort of,
look, it
it's
looks
exactly
great.
what we thought.
I said to Colin this week. I said, "Do you reckon it's still going to have the external power supply?"
oh, yeah.
They haven't mastered it.
Why do
Nah.
they? Why?
I don't know.
What's-
It's maybe they're just so paranoid about getting that red ring of death again for such
Yeah.
a hot console. Because
yeah.
and
Oh.
Sony had made like the PS4s are so damn slim, and I don't know where that power supply is. in
They've
that
always
console.
had an internal power
Yeah,
supply since the
even on-
start.
Yeah,
Every single one, every
Even I've
single
got-
PlayStation.
I forgot what model PS2 Slim I have, but it's even got the power supply inbuilt into it.
Yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
other silver one that my wife has, that's got an external power supply.
Oh.
So there was two models for the Slim.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know which one
Okay.
changed which.
That's
but
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're good on their software, but their hardware they're not the best. So the
Yeah.
old Microsoft, but I think they got liquid cooling in this.
They
Yeah,
do.
the
Liquid
X,
cooling on the
so-
CPU.
They must be scared about the red rings. So
That's interesting.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quality control down there, but when I got my Xbox One Day 1 edition. I picked it up and I just tilted it to the side and I hear this little thing just dinging down the whole console. It was like a loose screw. And it's still in there today, so I'm just like, hope that is nothing important.
Fuck.
yeah,
So-
as long as it still works.
Yeah. So
God
I don't
damn
know
it.
what's going on there. Like you get a PlayStation 4, it's worked flawlessly. They get
Yeah.
hot, but I don't know how they can keep that CPU cool. Like
Yeah.
you touch your PlayStation 4 sometimes, and that is a stinking hot console.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
And
does
it
heat
still
up.
works fine.
Yeah, I found with mine, I had it down enclosed under my TV in my TV cabinet,
Yeah.
and the fan used to get pretty loud.
Yeah.
So I put it up on top, and then it's fine.
Okay,
so
sweet.
like, just a little bit more ventilation
Yeah,
for it
yeah.
helps.
Because
So
they don't have much like fan space on them. It's just the edges that
yeah,
have the spots for the fans.
yeah,
Where like you look at the Xbox One, it's got like this grill on the top, it's got the grills on the side.
Yeah.
Those fans are loud and big. So
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Not
that's-
I
100
think they'd build them like a PC, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely more
Yeah.
PC architecture now.
Where
so
Sony has made
AMD's.
hardware for so long now. Like it's
Yeah.
everything from their TVs and
yeah.
cameras to
So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it sells. If it's
Yeah.
going to be the solution.
I think price is going to be a bit of a drama for it.
Yeah.
The people that really like Xbox will probably still pick it up, but
yeah. The
A lot of
hardcore
people,
fans will grab
like
it.
if you go, if say, Christmas time comes around and someone's like mum goes to get their kid an Xbox and they go, there's an Xbox One, there's an Xbox One S, there's an Xbox X. It's just going to be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
it's
What
confusing.
do we do? Yeah.
And one's going to be $650 and you're just going to be like, well, aren't they just Xbox? I'll just get this one. Like,
They all play the same games, and
Yeah.
they have to answer. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they all play the
exactly.
same game. Sorry.
is a kid going to notice much of a difference between, that one and that one?
How
Probably
about-
not. So,
And
like,
then if
it's
you're
just
a-
like the big dick size, it's like, oh, I got this, man. Like,
Yeah.
And then if you're like us, a bit older, and you do care about that, you're probably playing most of your high level games on PC.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everything
what I was
comes
saying.
out for
Yeah.
PC anyway, so it's like I like Gears of War. I'll play that on
On the
PC.
is that on
Store.
PC, that
Yeah,
new one?
every-
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I was watching this and it was like every single game that was Xbox exclusive was Windows Store as well. So you don't
Whoa.
even need an Xbox console. And that's what I said to Scuba when we were watching
Yeah.
it. It was just like, why do we need this?
Yeah.
Like, all you need is a PC and a PS4 and you can play every game.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like new Halos and stuff are going to come out.
Well, Halo Wars 2 is on there. And I
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
saw on a key site, man, Halo Wars 2 for Windows Store. $20 now, dude. It's dropped so bad.
Oh.
So.
might not be
yeah.
doing so well on PC. There's probably like a lot of really good RTS that are probably a
There
lot
is.
better than it.
Yeah.
Definitely better than that thing.
So let's go
But
through these-
Apparently, if you buy it on the Windows Store, you
Yeah.
can still play it on your Xbox.
Oh,
So it doesn't matter what platform you buy it on. It's
Oh.
cross-platform no matter what.
So you
That's sorta
get
cool.
access to
yeah,
it across
so
all of
you
them.
don't need to buy it twice, which is fantastic
Yeah.
because Sony does that with their Vita and PS3 and Xbox. Oh, and PS4, I meant to say. So if you get a
Yeah.
game on the, say, PS3 that's on like those classics, PlayStation
Yeah.
1 classics, you can play it on the Vita.
Oh, okay,
You
that's
can
good.
play it on the PlayStation TV. You can
Right.
play it on all that stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sold on it yet. I think we needed some good exclusives to something that's going to sell it. You know,
Yeah.
some system seller
And let's
type
go through 'em.
titles. So
We'll go through these exclusives. So they got a new Metro game, but that is not an exclusive
It was
only. It's
yeah.
only exclusive for a time. It's a timed exclusive for Xbox.
Metro was like it was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
played
never played
Last Light or whatever.
I
it was
think
called.
you just go play Fallout.
It's a way better game.
It's a
than
way
that.
better
Yeah.
game, better
Yeah.
system. Like I know they're different.
Yeah.
Like I don't get me wrong. I know they're very different games, but
Yeah.
or go
They
play like
remind me of the Stalker.
Stalker,
Games.
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what it is.
Stalker, yeah.
go play Stalker on PC, like which
They
is
got
a
some crazy
fucking-
mods for that, dude. One of them won mod of the year last year, and it's a
We
I
talked
think-
about that on here.
Yeah, and it looks unreal. Made the whole game open world, and it's just
Oh, wow.
amazing. Yeah.
So what, Crackdown 3, they're releasing a new Crackdown
well,
game.
Yeah. The trailer got me laughing. I was just like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
it's
what
not a
the
serious
hell?
game.
Terry
No,
Crews.
Yeah.
promoting it.
Yep. So that looked kind of cool. I wouldn't play it. I haven't played any other
No,
Crackdowns.
neither.
So
They've been showing this one for a while, haven't they? Like,
yeah, they said it was a
fair
couple
while.
of years that it went through. Like 2 years ago, they announced it at E3.
Yeah.
And then they went again this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
because they were showing off all that cloud destruction from the cloud or whatever it was,
Oh,
where
okay.
all the buildings and stuff were getting destroyed. So
Oh, jeez.
It
It
was
just reminds me
cloud
of like
power.
Saints Row and stuff. Is it sort of like that? Like
Yeah,
just a bit-
yeah.
Just a, like open world piss take game.
crazy sort of
Yeah.
open world
GTA.
piss take game.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
it. There you
much.
go. That's what they labeled it as. Open
Yeah.
world piss taker.
Yeah.
That's the genre. So they got this Code Vein game. It's like an anime style Dark Souls game, which it looked like it should have been on the PS4, to be honest. Like because they take a lot of Japanese games on,
yeah.
but I wouldn't play it. It didn't
No.
look that crash. I was like in between all these little other segments they're showing, like because they said there's going to be 22 exclusive games coming to this console.
Yeah.
Half of them were indie titles,
More than
Yeah.
half, probably. Yeah.
like 3/4 indie.
And
That's
they showed it all
ridiculous.
in a They showed it all in like a sizzle reel where they just showed like
yeah, it was like
10 of them really
flip,
quickly,
flip,
and you're just
flip.
like, some of them look cool in there. We probably should have showed them.
What was that? You had to wait for the post show or something like that
Yeah.
to watch the gameplay of each game they were going to release.
Uh,
Yeah, the Shadow of War gameplay looked pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
But that was just because it looked like a cool game. It wasn't because of Xbox.
it's not gonna.
So-
it's not exclusive.
No,
Nah.
it's not
on
exclusive
PC
at all.
and everything.
Exactly. Dragon Ball Z, like Fighter Z, whatever that is. That's the new Dragon Ball Z game. It reminds me of the old PlayStation ones, where it's just 2v2, but it has, I think it's 3v3. It can go up to. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay,
Oh, yeah. wow.
So it looks kind of cool, but it's still just a fighter. Like, and I don't know. I just don't care about them, to be honest. They got Path of Exile coming out on Xbox. So if you want to play a Diablo type game on the console again, here you go.
Yeah.
Is it free on Xbox?
I wouldn't have a clue, dude.
I did see an interview with the developer about this, and with Path of Exile coming out on there, and they said that some skills aren't going to be in the game on Xbox because they don't work with the controller. So it's like,
So it's a cut-down game.
if you don't get to use some of the skills, I'm just going to play it on PC.
Exactly.
It's,
It's free on there. Just
Yeah.
jump on and play.
yeah. So it's sort of like, it's cool that they're getting that like, it's a cool game. It's awesome. It's definitely fun. But if you have a PC as well, it's not really like a taxing game. So you better off just
No.
playing it on that,
Exactly.
Just,
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Forza 7, they showed it and I just was zoned out. But then the worst thing is they brought out a Porsche and they said, this is the brand new Porsche that no one's ever seen before.
Is
And
in
they-
like literally a
Yes,
real-
a real Porsche. And then they said,
Oh.
and it's going to be able to play in the game. And then they showed the car in the game. And I went, this is so crap.
This is the worst part
Why?
about the
Yeah.
Microsoft conference is Phil Spencer comes out at the start and says, we're not going to muck around. We're just going to show games. And then 5
show us
seconds
a car.
later, he's like, oh, look, a car. And you're just like, what the fuck, dude? You
A
were just going to
car?
talk about games.
Oh,
like, we don't
God.
care about this car. Just show us the game.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's garbage. I thought that was horrible.
You don't want to hate on it, but then you just get stuff like that, and you're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, Sea of Thieves looked damn cool for
Yeah.
a co-op game. I thought it was awesome. You travel around, you go and find loot, basically treasure, and it looked like ship battles and and basically you got to grab the treasure and get back to your boat before you claim the treasure. So you could be having wars on the beach with people
Yeah, it looked
trying
fun.
to grab the treasure chest and put it actually
It looked fun. You
Yeah.
can shoot. Yeah, you can get shot out of the cannon into
into another person's
into
boat.
the other person's
What
boat
the
or onto
fuck?
the
Yeah.
onto the beach and stuff like that. That looked pretty fun. So
So Black Desert Online is coming to it. So that's another MMO actually. So I don't know, what is there? There's not many there's a fair few actually on Xbox One because they've picked up Terra Online as well, and now they've got Black Desert Online.
Are they really good selling points though? Because they're not really good
no,
games.
well, like I got Black Desert
Mm.
Online the other week because of Colin and I were like, we'll just try and play this game because it was $5 on Steam. So and it's a Korean based MMO. It looks pretty. It looks like it plays well, but when you play it, you're just like, what the hell am I doing?
Jesus.
It's so weird. It's convoluted with menus because it's an action MMO. You have to press a certain button to even click things on the screen.
Oh.
It's because it's not like an old, where you just press buttons. It's action orientated with combos that you've got to press multiple buttons at once to do a certain skill
That's
and all that. It's
crazy.
a bit weird, but I don't know. Some people seem to love it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's cheap and you don't have to pay for it, a monthly subscription. Maybe that's why people play it. Who knows?
Hmm.
New Ori game was announced. It's just like an artistic indie type game, which looks kind of
Yeah.
cool. I just didn't care. Like it was, and there was more games in there, but I couldn't. It was just
And State of Decay 2.
State of Decay 2. Yeah, now that I got State of Decay 1, which was pretty fun.
Yeah.
There wasn't so much zombie killing in State of Decay 1 before they brought out the expansions. So it was more like you just survival and you go out and try and get a few things. You may see one or two zombies.
Mm.
And then you come back with resources or medical supplies to
Mm.
keep your town. It's more of like a base building type of game. You've got to keep
Yeah.
just colonize a certain area. and
Yeah.
build it
Yeah.
up. And, they have like relationship issues where people don't like this other person. Some people leave
Oh,
because
okay.
they follow some other guy. It's like that. So it's more of like a Walking Dead style thing with less
Yeah.
less zombie killing.
The
There-
zombies aren't really the threat. It's more the survival aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think heaps of people are getting excited about this one. Aren't
Yeah.
they? They're pretty keen on it.
There's definitely people keen for it because they announced this 2 years ago as well.
Oh,
So-
okay.
and it's, guess what? All these games, and it's not coming out this year as well.
Ugh.
Like Black Desert Online, I don't think that's coming out this year. Sea of Thieves isn't coming out this year. The only one coming out is Forza 7 and Shadow of War. Even
Yeah.
Metro's coming out next year. I think Crackdown's coming out this year. So there's not many games that they actually release that are coming
And
out
when's
this year.
the 1X coming out?
This year.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like they haven't even got a game to sell with it except for maybe Shadow of War. People
Yeah.
might want to play that in their new, whatever they call it, their 4K upscaled bullcrap.
So it seems like what Crackdown 3 is the one of the launch titles for it. Then is that
It
what's
looks
it
like
November when that
yeah,
comes out as
November
well?
7th, I think it
For-
is.
That is an exclusive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought
So
so.
maybe that's the one of the titles for it.
Yeah. So this is one thing that was kind of a bit weird for me when he said everyone is going to get the 4K updates for free. So I was like, why did you even mention that they should be for free? It should just be a thing that every game should be able to be upscaled to 4K.
Yeah.
You don't have to have an update. So I'm scared they might start charging people like $1 or $2 to get these
Ugh.
Jeez.
updates. That's what I think. Because why would someone mention it? Oh, you can get all these list of games like the old ones that came out last year. Oh, they're going to have a 4K update for free, and everyone was like, "Wow." Why would anyone care? I was sitting there going, "Yeah, it should be free."
It's interesting. Yeah.
Is that every single game that comes out on Xbox, or is it just like their
Yeah.
sort of Microsoft games they have, like
Yeah, I
their
think-
Halos and all that?
Yeah, so
Oh,
they've
okay.
got a certain list of games they're going to do a 4K update for them, and
Oh.
that's it.
That's pretty good.
So it's not automatic 4K upscaling. It's
Yeah.
just if they choose to, or
Yeah.
if the publisher chooses to. But I think the biggest part of this whole conference was that the old Xbox games are going to be played on the Xbox One. I think that's probably the thing that I've heard most people talking about. They're going to have backwards compatibility all the way to Xbox original.
Okay.
So I don't care. There was not many games on there that I liked playing.
No, I don't think there would be.
No.
There's like Halo.
Yeah, but they've got the
and
Master
Halo
Chief
2.
Collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
True.
it's kind of like they've done it. They've kicked that Halo 1 franchise like freaking mad because they got Halo 1 on the Xbox, of course. 360 had the remastered edition of Halo 1, and then they had the Master Chief Collection that included that edition in the Xbox One. So they've done it 3 times already. So
Ah.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
who cares?
So wrap up on that. Yeah.
It was pretty average because they didn't release many titles that were coming out this year for the Scorpio. I was looking for a really massive exclusive title to make you buy this console.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely thought they'd come out with some big exclusive that's coming out
Yeah, so I
with
don't know what they've been
the
doing.
Xbox One X, but
There was
yeah,
nothing. Crackdown, maybe that was it.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but then Bethesda came up. So did anyone watch Bethesda one?
No.
No. This was kind of cool because they kept it real short. So they just had this. They had like all the, how they do their little quirky music or their
Yeah.
old 50s style music, and they did it. So Bethesda is releasing a Creation Club website where you can download mods now, but they're paid mods. So you buy them,
What?
dude. Yeah. So I didn't think anything good about this because PC, you just go to the Steam Workshop and just download them.
Or
right there.
Nexus.
Yeah, or Nexus. Nexus works fantastic.
Yeah, because you can't. Steam Workshop isn't online for Fallout 4. It's all Nexus at the moment. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, Nexus works fantastic. I
Yeah.
used it all for Fallout New Vegas and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't care, but I thought they got credits, so you got to pay money to get their digital currency that you can buy
Ugh.
these mods for. This is what they're doing.
Never gonna happen.
No, and I think it will work for console players. If they want to get a mod, they'll go to this Creation Club website, or they might have a Creation Club app on the Xbox or the PS4,
Yeah.
and you can download them from
Yeah.
there and buy them. And I
Sure.
think that's the only people that will do it.
Yeah, no one on PC is gonna pay to get mods.
Hell no.
No.
Dishonored 2, new DLC's coming out, and Jordan loved Dishonored 1. You
Yeah.
haven't played 2, have you?
No. Still haven't played it. I
So-
should borrow that off you as well because you
Yeah.
haven't played that either.
Nah, you'll have to borrow my Xbox as well because I've got on Xbox
Oh
One.
no.
So,
Then I don't want it.
dude, guess what? It's still in its sealed wrapper.
Oh,
Hasn't even
God.
opened yet. Elder Scrolls Legends is coming to iOS. That's that their card game trying to take over Hearthstone. It's not working though.
No.
So it's coming to iOS and Android phones, and it's having a new expansion.
Yeah, good on you.
Cool. Evil Within 2 was announced. So it's like a psychological horror game. So they're gone. It looks like Silent Hill. That's basically what they're going
Okay,
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
Skyrim, they talked about the Nintendo Switch version, and it's going to have amiibo support, and you'll be able to play as Link in Skyrim. So it's a bit weird. Like you scan the Link amiibo, and you can play. So
Okay.
yeah. They're also going to have motion control support, so like the Wii, where you can move your bow around and shoot it, or
Oh, right.
strike with a sword. So
Yeah.
it looks tacky. I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
and
play
it
with
wouldn't play
controller.
very well.
Nah.
The Wolfenstein 2. Now, did you see the trailer for Wolfenstein 2?
Literally when I was bringing up the Twitch app on my phone, it
Yeah.
played a portion of the trailer, and
and
I was
it,
like,
it looks damn cool.
It does look
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
the
like...
first one I didn't play.
No.
The first re-release of it.
Oh, okay, you didn't
Yeah.
play...
With the
what's
new
that? It was a
storyline.
oh, I forgot what it was called.
It's just called Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was another one. Oh no, it was called The New Order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
New Order. That's
New
what
And
it was.
then
that's it.
there was the Old Blood, which was, I'm not sure, that was like a expansion or something.
Yeah.
It was okay. Apparently it was okay, but it's single player only.
Yeah. That's
No.
the same with this one. Single player only.
That kind of sucks because Wolfenstein is like a shooter, so you kind
Yeah.
of want, sometimes I think you want people
But they've
to...
gone for like a story atmosphere with this.
It is.
And it's like really pulling you into if the
Yeah.
Germans won.
if the Germans
Yeah,
won.
yeah, and
That's a cool... I
I
like
like
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah. It looks
like
pretty
the-
crazy.
It does. Like, how good did that Nazi soldier, like, guy in the beginning of the trailer, he walks up and he's talking to you, and his outfit looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
It looked pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a cross between Killzone and like an old... And like, because if it was like... If Killzone... They have like uniforms that are a bit steampunky.
Yeah.
A little
yeah.
bit
Yeah.
like...
Well, it's
The
all kind of
suits and that.
steampunk. It's like,
Yeah.
because they got all these weird mech suits and
Yeah,
all
because like
this-
playing on that whole like, oh, Germans were great engineers, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
if they won, they basically like became even better engineers rather than their country just turning. to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what the setting would be in the 50s or the 40s or
60s.
something, where
it was like
60s.
late 50s, 60s. I
Oh,
think.
so they've
that's what
also-
it
yeah,
was.
they
because it's got
won
the
World War
50s
II,
music
yeah.
playing for this, so it's got that kind of Fallout vibe where it's, yeah.
Yeah, it looked a bit like that vibe about it. Yeah.
Because when the song started playing, I was like, is this a Fallout something or other? Fallout spin-off? And then, no, of course, it's Wolfenstein.
Yeah, no.
So-
Yeah.
As if they'd do another Fallout spin-off game. So, but anyway, the cool thing about the Bethesda conference was that every single thing they talked about at that whole conference comes out this year.
Wow.
So nothing is coming out next year. They just
Good.
went, well, all of this is coming out this year.
Good.
Enjoy it.
Smart.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing. That's why I thought it was such a good conference. I reckon this is probably the best one because they just went through, boom, 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 and it's all coming out this year. Enjoy, and that was it. They just walked off stage, dropped the mic, basically.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
they
a pretty
did.
short conference. It didn't
Yeah.
go for very long. They sort of got it done and
Yeah,
showed what they
smashed
need to
it
show. And
Yeah, not there to mess about.
No,
Yeah.
no way. And they released 2 decent titles with Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2 that are coming out in a couple of months.
yeah.
That's amazing that they do that. And I love how, like, I heard someone talking about Evil Within 2, but I didn't hear anyone rumoring Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was the PC Gamer Show. I found this extremely boring. I didn't even watch all of it.
Wow.
I found it just so crap. But the only thing I really pulled from it was, for you, Jordan, was for XCOM 2. There's an expansion coming out.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just went through it. And they got Age of Empires Definitive Edition coming out.
Remastered
Oh.
the original.
The original Age of Empires.
Wow,
they're doing.
that was one I
So-
played the most of.
Yep.
I didn't really play Age of Empires 2. I played Age of Empires 1.
Oh, okay.
Crap loads.
Wow.
Wow.
That's full on. And I think the worst part about this part was it was all PC orientated, so it didn't have any console games as such. They didn't talk about any AAA games. It was all mainly those weird Steam games they have, all XCOM.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care. I was just very bored. The guy that was the MC for the whole conference, he was just super lame. I can see why they haven't had this show for a couple
They
of
probably
years.
won't have it again
No.
now. They're like, that's it.
Yeah,
No
you're
one
done.
wants this.
And it's done by PC Gamer, the magazine. So they're the people
Oh,
funding it.
right.
So that's what it is. It's no huge developer as such running this conference, which
Yeah.
is just crap. And I can see why it was on it. For us, it was on at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh,
So it
Oh.
was very early show. Yeah. And then after that, the Ubisoft. And oh man.
This is the one that everyone said was, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were saying was their favorite of the whole E3.
I don't know
They
why.
reckon?
It went for an hour.
Yeah.
It was just an hour thing of them rambling off games that really aren't coming out this year. Like, everyone was talking about Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah. That was the bomb at the end, I
Yeah.
guess, that everyone's
The bomb at the end, but
excited about.
the worst part about it was the directors come up and they say, go over to this website and help us develop the game. So it's still early stages of development.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So it's-
very early.
Yeah, they want you to help create the game.
Jeez.
So that's why I was like, okay, cool for dropping that bomb, but this is 3 years out.
Yeah.
That was a big popular title on PS2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
like a
massive
cult
yeah.
classic type
Yeah,
one,
big
is it?
fan
That got
following.
big.
The
So-
trailer looked cool. I
Yeah.
must admit.
pretty
It
cool.
was damn cool the trailer was.
It's like a platformer, action platformer.
this one, I'd never played Beyond Good and Evil, to be honest. But
No.
yeah,
I've
So-
seen it, but I never played it. And yeah, it was like, I think it was one of those games, like what you were saying, like a bit of platforming, a bit of sort of, fighting in it as
Yeah.
well. And then it was, I think, one of the earlier games that actually had like a female as like the lead
yeah,
character.
that's why I think it's got a big
So,
following now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those games that was like introduced a lot of new sort of stuff, so
yeah, I
people
don't
are
know.
excited about it.
I didn't. To be honest, I saw it and I went, "This is cool," but I don't actually know anything about the original game of it. So it was one of those titles where I'm like, "Cool, this looks interesting," but all it was a cinematic trailer. So
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
who knows what it's going to be? Like when you look at it there, it is all just cinematic, the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on at all.
Yeah,
It doesn't take place in the same sort of, it doesn't follow on from the first one. I think I heard it's just like another story of different characters.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, different sort of galaxy, I think it is, or solar system.
So
type
I reckon
thing,
they've
yeah.
probably done what Final Fantasy VII did, and they just went, all right, come on, let's just push out a cinematic trailer for it
Yeah,
and say it's coming, and they haven't even made any gameplay for it yet.
yeah,
They probably made the models for the lead characters.
yeah. I think I seen a snippet in the background of gameplay.
Of
And it
what it's
looked,
going to look like.
yeah, it looked
Okay.
like you could fly around with the jetpack, as that
Like that.
monkey character with the robot arm there. So
That's pretty cool.
not too sure what it'll be like, but yeah,
Yeah.
people seem to be getting super excited about it.
I wonder if it's going to be an open world game since everything is going open world.
Yeah,
Or if they're going to go kind of an Uncharted feel where you have a platformer aspect where you're climbing and jumping over things while combat involved. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But anyway, that was the big one that everyone
was
was
the
going
big one,
nuts
yeah.
about.
Jeez, that's the big one.
Yeah, I know. It's it didn't touch me.
Didn't touch you?
Yeah, it didn't touch me.
Didn't give you a
Didn't
feel?
rate me.
No?
must have had to be one of those ones that you had to have played on
Yeah.
PlayStation 2, and
Yeah.
then you were just like, oh, like got you super excited. Oh, and the nostalgia feels are coming back
Yeah,
from
and then
15 years ago or whatever it is.
I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if you jump on Twitch now and everyone's streaming Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah,
1. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
So-
and they talked about Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, there was some gameplay that wasn't
Yeah,
there.
gameplay. It looks the same. It feels like they haven't even had a break.
They just got a bigger, new world, and
You-
I'd be interested to see if it's a long, very well fleshed out.
yeah.
There it is down there. Yeah, more fleshed out like story and like a lengthy sort of.
And it's back to the start. It's like this is the first person that basically started the whole Brotherhood of Assassins, I think it is, isn't
okay,
it?
that's
So,
Okay, so they're doing something cool then.
and one thing I did see that's different is you can't assassinate like bosses with one shot anymore. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
sneak up on them and just backstab them one hit. So it looks like they have levels on the enemies, and you can't really sort of it's a bit more RPG type thing. So
okay.
it looks a little bit different.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I think they still have oversaturated their market, to be honest. I think they should have waited longer than a year and a half or something. Because that's all it's been. Has it been 2 years or a year and a half since the last Assassin's Creed
I don't
games come
know.
out?
They must have 2 teams that work on them at a time.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Because what do you reckon, Jordan? You reckon it still looks similar?
it does, but it just looks.
It doesn't look like a carbon copy of the last game.
No, it's right. Like they were messing with that for too long. I think
Yeah.
sticking with the same thing for.
I
a little
hope
bit
they
too
don't
long.
have them same quests where just listen to this guy. Just listen to his conversation and get evidence for something. I hate them.
Sit on the bench and
Yeah.
listen.
Oh, I hate them quests. They're the worst.
See, I played the first and second one, and that's it.
Yeah.
I liked the second one.
I
Most
played the
people did.
first one. I remember just trying to find that game because man, it was sold out everywhere.
Well, the
dude.
first one was like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
The second one was a massive improvement on the first one, and then I think that formula they stuck with for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still found it repetitive. I actually, when I first jumped back on the horse and went to another town in Assassin's Creed 1, I was like, I've done this. This is boring. I'm doing the same thing again.
Well, the first
So-
one was not. Yeah, it was not. Well, like I don't know. It was really good for its time, but it doesn't hold up well now because it's just. It's really repetitive.
Yeah.
Like all you do in that one, really. The story's a bit odd, and all it is like going to the different towns during the Crusades, and
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's good, but I think the second one was a better version. It was like way more story driven and
Yeah.
See, I didn't
interesting
play
and-
number 2 because I kind of got burnt from number 1, and because I think the next year after that Uncharted came out, and that was it. I was just like,
Yeah.
Uncharted 1 was fantastic.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just it's you can't even compare them.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Assassin's Creed 2 must have been pretty good because they stuck with that Ezio character for like 3 games in a row,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Holy
So
crap!
It was
must
a
have
really
liked
good
it.
game. It was a really
So-
good game. I definitely liked it.
I thought Black Flag was cool.
yeah, I heard Black Flag was really good.
I heard that as well. Actually,
Yeah.
it's cheap a lot on computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On Steam, it goes cheap quite
and I
quickly.
think that everyone liked Black Flag, so they made this game called
Yeah.
Skull and Bones, which
Yeah.
is basically the Black Flag element of just cruise around in ships.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's the
Yeah,
new
it's
game
just
they-
all pirate ship multiplayer,
Yep.
looting
Eh,
other ships.
kind of
sure.
like the Microsoft one they're talking about.
Yeah, it looks
Sea of
cool.
Thieves, but
Yeah.
not cartoony. It looks
Yeah.
raw and like definitely looks piratey.
Does-
okay.
I don't think you can get out and board other ships
No,
though.
it's more
It's
combat
all
in the
ship
sea.
to ship
Yeah.
combat in the sea, which it looks cool on the gameplay that they showed, but it'll be like every other
might be
Ubisoft
fun.
game that just goes,
Yeah.
oh, fun for 3 weeks and then bombs off
The
again.
translation of a lot of the formats for a great game to a game format, so like something that would be historically cool to relive,
Yeah.
doesn't always work.
Yeah,
Like it's really difficult. Like
Yeah.
even when you look at like, when they translate like combat in Assassin's Creed, you have a series of like people who surround you
Mm.
with swords, and you're like, but they have to translate it so it makes you feel like you're able to survive this
Yeah.
instance. Whereas, and I think a lot of the time, those games where they're like, oh, we're going to do pirate ships, and it's like it's a great idea in your head, and then when you play it, you're kind of like, oh, this is clunky and weird,
Yeah.
and it's not like gritty and what it would be like.
Yeah.
Just brutal.
And I think the reason why it was good is in Assassin's Creed Black Flag is because it was different to all the other Assassin's Creed, like having pirate ships and the ship combat was good, but it's good as an add-on to that Assassin's Creed game as something else you can do in there.
Yeah.
But to have a whole game that is just that,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, okay, I'm pretty over it. Like,
That's
I want to
right.
go do something
Yeah,
different.
that's right.
So-
I think that's a good point, because it's you can do more things.
Yeah.
You don't just have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They should have made it just like as a DLC
Mm.
for Assassin's Creed,
Yeah,
where you
that's
can
right.
just do more ship stuff, but still do the other things as well.
So what else have they got in that list?
Let's go back over.
Because
So they're doing a Mario and Rabbids crossover game.
oh yeah, I
So,
saw that.
yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, it's coming out on Switch.
The Crew 2. They're
Yeah.
doing another Crew game.
Yeah, it's another.
Why don't you go
racing
play
type of game.
Cars?
Yeah, go play Cars that came out this week,
That's right.
or Forza. I don't know. Just Dance crap again. They do
Yeah.
that every year.
Good on you.
Steep. It's that new game they're going for. It's like a
Snowboarding.
Yeah, snowboarding, skiing, all
South
like.
Park mobile game.
Yep. So this
Mm.
this is like they dropped this after South Park, the Fractured Butthole. They put that on and they're just like, check it out. This is going to be coming out this year as well. I think alongside with the Fractured Butthole, and you play as the same characters, and it's just like a turn-based attack system on a
Oh,
mobile
yeah.
game. So it looks
Mobile.
pretty average, but yeah, I think the best things that came out of this, and South Park didn't really give us anything new
Yeah,
either. They just showed us another, basically trailer
yeah,
of the story.
Ah, okay.
So, well, that is coming out this year, so we'll get it soon, and that'll be awesome.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and Far
Yeah.
Cry 5
Far Cry-
gameplay.
That was fun. That was cool looking as well, how you can actually tell other people what to do. So he told this chick to jump up on the, like on a tower to snipe. There's another guy, they got a dog you can control to get the dog to attack people. So it's more going with that, what is it, the new, that other...
Ghost Recon.
Yeah, Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
It's like that, but in a Far Cry
Cool.
element. So it looks damn cool.
Looks much. That means it'll have a lot more. Not, it won't just be another like carbon copy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like what we're talking about.
Where it's
Yeah.
just you run around with a
From
gun.
3 to 4, apparently it was quite. This is very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super similar.
Was it co-op as well? This one, I think it's got co-op.
This one is
in
like
it?
fully co-op. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's pretty. That'd be pretty cool.
Because was 3 only had co-op
Missions.
elements, yeah.
and
so
4 had. I think 4
it was
had.
fully co-op because I remember, or was it missions as well again?
No,
Because
I
I know
can't
that
remember.
they offered, this was when Sony was saying, hey, your mate doesn't need to have a game. All he needs to, only one guy needs to own the game, and if you want to play online together, they just need to download a client.
Oh yeah,
They they offered that with Far Cry 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So-
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't really take off because they didn't do it again. So
yeah.
yeah, maybe because it is full co-op. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 is full co-op. They want you to buy the game to experience it
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of getting a free copy.
Yeah, it's probably why they don't want that free people playing stuff for free.
Yeah.
No.
But the
No.
story looks cool. I like this cultish kind of
yeah.
the
American.
rednecks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Like it's sweet feeling. Like it just looks cool.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Justified. Like
Oh yeah.
like the super crazy like cult leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rednecks and
Oh.
drugs and
Yeah.
moonshine and
It
guns.
looks awesome. I'm really keen to see what the story's like, but I hope the really bad guy is super strange, like Far Cry 3, and he
Mm.
was off his head. That guy.
Yeah.
I really like how their dark characters are friggin' crazy, like just out of control, weird.
Yeah.
A little bit different from what was rumored meant to be the Western
Yeah.
Far Cry.
That's what we
wasn't it?
thought. I thought it was
Wild Wild
Western.
West.
Yeah, you Wild West.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be the fucking Will Smith edition.
Yeah.
Goddamn Far Cry. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep. No.
Well, oh well.
The Wild Wild West didn't happen, but
No.
this is. I reckon it's better than a Western style. I
Probably.
reckon this is
Well,
cool.
don't try and compete with fucking
Yeah,
Red Dead.
yeah. You're not gonna. It's not
No.
gonna happen.
No way.
So after that, there was a Sony conference on the same day, by the way. So it was the PC show, Ubisoft. Oh, Bethesda was it Bethesda's first thing? Yeah, Bethesda
Yeah.
was after. Whatever. Anyways, Sony started off with that Days Gone gameplay trailer. It looked very Last of Us.
Oh, it was Uncharted that started, wasn't it?
Yeah, Uncharted did.
The
That's right.
Lost Legacy,
Trailer of
yeah.
that Lost Legacy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That looks cool.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
any
cool.
Uncharted game's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People sulking about having 2 female characters on it, but I reckon it looks cool.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
doesn't
really
matter.
matter.
Different.
They make
Yeah.
their
It's
female
Uncharted, man.
characters
It's gonna be
rough.
Yeah,
awesome.
it looks good. Like, definitely looks good. Looks fun.
And I like their female characters. They're
You
insane.
can't really
Yeah.
sook about if you don't like people sooking about male characters. You can't sook when they make you play female characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they're not
Oh,
prissy characters either.
No.
They're
Well,
rough. They're
the-
rough treasure hunters. They're
yeah,
like-
and that Nadine Ross, one of those characters, beat the crap out of Drake in
Oh, yeah,
Uncharted 4.
Yeah,
She's
exactly. That
tougher
was-
than he is,
that
so
was a tough scene. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
The
where-
South African one.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was unreal.
Yeah, so it's like awesome, and Chloe's like an awesome character from the Uncharted universe as well.
That's
so
right, yeah.
Definitely.
pretty cool. Looks
So
good.
yeah, it looked cool. I just wanted to see a gameplay trailer of it. I wanted to see a release date, but I was hoping for too much. I think
Uncharted, no, it's coming out in August.
it's coming out all
Yeah.
this
Oh.
year.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
And they didn't show any gameplay trailer, like actual jumping
there's a little
around
bit
and
of-
stuff.
Little bit. Yeah,
I was
no, I think it's
expecting,
in a
like
different.
demo. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think a
Where is the
different
demo?
video. It's probably because it's not a long game.
Oh, it's
They
only
probably
very
don't want to
short.
show too much.
Yeah,
Like
fair
it's
enough.
a
It's not a main-
standalone, but it's a DLC, I think. So it's
Oh,
like,
okay. So they're probably using Uncharted 4 engine.
yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think they're saying like, was it 6 to 9 hours or something like
okay.
that? So
Wow.
not a full Uncharted game, but like
it's a
more
good
than like
story.
a Left Behind like DLC sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, so it will be cheap, I guess. It
Yeah.
won't be a full price
Yeah.
game.
Look cool.
Yeah, and then so there was the Days Gone. They did a good job with this. I reckon it was fantastic. Even the beginning where they
Yeah.
start off with the song and the music, and they're playing this kind of like Uncharted kind of sounding song, and they had this waterfall playing behind them, and they were shining lights into the waterfall, and it was doing all these patterns and stuff like
Oh.
that. And then it comes into the Uncharted trailer.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they
okay.
they play on this big budget kind of thing. They go
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Sony does. And then even the Days Gone gameplay trailer, they've panned out and they actually had zombie-looking people hanging from the roofs
Whoa.
and moving around.
Yeah,
In
because that's what was
amongst the
happening
trailer.
on this demo sort of
Yeah.
thing, like
Jeez.
hanging zombies from ropes and stuff. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah,
So they reenacted it on stage as well.
So you
Yeah.
reckon Days Gone's going to be a big deal?
See, I don't know. It looks like I've seen it before. To be honest, it looks
Yeah.
like a Horizons type game.
yeah.
It definitely looked open world.
I'm super keen for it, but that's because I used to play like the most games I liked on PlayStation 1 were Siphon Filter and stuff like that.
Yep.
And that was from these guys,
these
like
developers.
these
Oh, is this
developers.
Siphon Filter
Yeah,
developers?
this is them. Like they're called Bend
Yeah.
Studios now, but they didn't do anything on PS3. I think they did the Uncharted Golden Abyss on the Vita.
Oh, did
Oh,
they
okay.
really?
Yeah, they did that
Full
game,
on.
and that was fucking good. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
they
I've heard
haven't
that was
done anything
amazing.
for a while, and Sony's like, take as much time with this as you want. And
And this is the one with the guy from The Walking Dead, isn't it?
No.
it,
Oh.
it looks like
it looks
though.
like it. But yeah, he's on a
Yeah.
motorcycle.
They're not
cruise around.
zombies. They're freakers. They're infected, but they're not dead. So,
Okay.
But
yeah,
like the stealth and all that looked like The Last
Cool.
of Us.
Yeah, it looks like The
basically.
Last of Us a
Oh,
lot,
God.
but it is
Around.
open world again.
Oh.
Chuck a rock to lure enemies over
Cool.
to traps and stuff
Bear
like
traps.
that. Yeah.
And that,
Is this
yeah.
an exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So this
Yeah.
is what I mean. Like
Oh,
they've
dear.
full on gone. Here they are. Here's the exclusive games.
Yeah.
This is why you should buy our
But it's a
console.
new IP. This is what
Yeah.
we were talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
last week when
Yeah.
when Scuba was in the chat. We were just
Yeah.
like, what do
Yeah.
they need,
They
man?
showed
need a-
Days Gone last year though, so I was hoping they'd show a bit more. But the gameplay demo's good.
Yeah.
But but like an IP, a new IP. They go, oh look, we're gonna go on a limb here and try this out.
Yeah.
A
Like
franch-
Horizons was this year's new IP, and I guess Days Gone might be next year's new IP.
Yeah.
No release date for it, which is
No. That-
disappointing.
Yeah, it sucks, but
I'd look it up if you haven't seen it because it looks pretty awesome.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
like,
yeah, for
I
sure.
guess I could pull it up.
there's a
on here
lot
as
of things that, yeah, you can do on it. Like, you cruise around on your motorbike a lot. Your motorbike has fuel. There's random, basically bandits will attack you, and like this open world, you might get attacked in one spot, and then you might, not get attacked for a long time, but then there might be in another spot. Like it's random where you'll get attacked, like out on the road type
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So like it's sometimes you'll drive down the highway and you'll never get anything, but then one day in the game they'll be there. Like
Come out at you.
yeah, so it looks cool. Like, but
Yeah, so this
another
is,
thing is
and I did hear Greg from Kind of Funny saying that he had one of those moments where he stood there and was like, "Oh, actually, I'm playing this game. It's not not a trailer anymore." Like,
Yeah, it looks. Well, it does look like the same engine as like Horizon and.
it does, but it's not using the Decima engine.
No,
so who
no.
knows
yeah,
what
it's Unreal.
Oh, it's
Um,
just unreal.
The
The
new
new-
one,
new
the
one.
new Unreal engine. So
Yeah, so
Oh wow,
there's dogs and they just chewed that dude to bits.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, this looks cool. It's kind of like oh, he's chasing after him. It's kind of reminds me of like Red Dead, where you go around and you just sort of it's like being on your horse in Red Dead. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
This is the bandits that had a piece of rope across the road.
That would not feel good.
No way. And
Oh,
he
they
wasn't
want to
wearing a
fight
helmet
now.
either.
Bring it. This fighting looks good.
So I seen an alternate playthrough of this, and they showed it was
Oh,
during winter, so everything was snowing and it looks
Oh.
beautiful.
Stab.
And
Wow.
the wolf don't chase him in the alternate playthrough, and he sees the guy run across the road and he stops, rides around, sneaks up on them, and they're hiding, and then he basically stabs them in the back and
So it's
shanks
true
them,
open
and,
world.
and doesn't get hit by the
Look at
piece
his-
of rope.
Look at
That's
his
cool.
face. He's got
So-
fucking blood all over his face, and
Oh, it looks rough as guts.
dude,
game.
this looks unreal.
There's
And
a-
like this setting, this is like what, like the Pacific Northwest in
yeah, it's
America.
Oregon, I think it's set
Oregon,
in.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like amazing, like big pine
Forests.
trees, and
Dude, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this looks great.
The one thing that like one of their big things for this game is that they can have a massive amount of enemies on screen. So I think they said in the other trailer they showed for it there was 300 freakers running, and then I think they got to like 1,000 or something by the end
And that's
of
the
it.
one where they run around all the way to the top of that
The
tower.
sawmill,
And they were just
yeah.
going nuts, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like one of their big things
oh,
that they have
fuck
in it.
yes!
So
Look at this.
So I think this is where I don't know if they're going to show what it looked like on stage here. Yeah. So they had the zombies on stage there.
Oh,
I
cool.
see on So they're actually real people there. Like, so this is what Sony does for their conference. They go big.
yeah, do you think they're playing on like a Daryl from The Walking Dead type feel
That's
with,
what I thought
with
it
it?
was.
Yeah,
I thought it was him. I thought it was. I'm glad it's not, because that would have been
Oh.
cheesy as fuck.
yeah.
Oh, here
Because
we
even
go.
that Walking Dead game that did have him in it was horrible. That was garbage.
Mm.
That game.
Oh, that was that The Walking Dead survival
Yep.
Oh, okay.
something. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that was actually an official game,
Yeah.
not like the Telltale ones. Fuck yeah! So there is stealth and
Yeah.
oh,
See, that looks exactly
oh.
like Horizon Stealth, where you sit in amongst.
that's what
all
I was
the
thinking. I was
trees.
like, this looks a lot like Horizon when I've seen you play it. Oh, you're dead, bro.
There's a
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
So it
next snap. I'm
Yeah.
sold.
yeah. This looks unreal.
looks really good.
Yeah. Oh god, I will be playing that.
So I hope. this
Bear
comes out-
trap. Oh.
Oh yeah, and you put the bear trap down, and you can
Throw the
lure it.
rock at the sign and lure him over.
Insane.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
looks great.
I feel bad for Xbox.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. That is like, I just go, imagine if that was on there. I'd be like, oh, I want to play
Yeah,
that.
that's a
Ah.
game that I would want to get if it was on it.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
we got Horizons and now we're getting this. Basically, we're getting these awesome adventure games.
It's
where,
adventure games. It's
yeah.
a good way of putting it. We're getting these big, like, kind of RPG, but like big
more story-driven.
story
yeah.
adventures.
And-
Sony seem to be doing a lot of those games, third person, open world, story driven. But
Definitely.
they're my favorite type of
Exactly.
games.
They,
So
they
Exactly.
you really feel
Yeah. I'm
immersed in
keen.
the story with those because you
Yeah.
feel like you're playing that other character.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's fantastic
Absolutely.
narrative standpoint.
probably say off topic, but Horizon would be my game of the year, I reckon, as
Yeah.
well. So.
Wow.
Full
well,
on.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I stole that off you today
Yeah.
because I'm
Oh,
going to go home and play
you
Alright.
that.
gotta,
Get
you
on
gotta
it.
finish it. Actually, when the servers were down for 24 hours from Final Fantasy 14, I was thinking, should I play that?
Oh.
And I just couldn't be bothered getting out of my bed because I was playing via my laptop on my
Oh,
lap
right.
through remote play.
Hmm.
So I was like, stuff it. I'll just play this Final Fantasy 7 that's here.
Oh.
Yeah. So I could have kept going in the
Could've
story, but then I
smashed
It's a
wouldn't have given it to you.
good thing for you because
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't have got it. He would
Yeah,
be
he
still
would've been
playing it
like,
right
"Oh,
now.
this is awesome." Yeah, no,
Because
no.
when I played it, that first night I bashed 6 hours into it, and I was
Oh.
like, "This is awesome. This is great." And then Zelda came out the next day.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it was just like
you
this
saw the
and that
reviews
that,
and you were
yeah.
like,
Zelda fan.
gotta
I
have
wasn't gonna get the Zelda game. I was like, I'll wait a couple of weeks, and then I saw it got 99 on Metacritic. I went, "Holy crap!
yeah.
I've got
Wow.
to get it." Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all 10 out of 10s.
It's the
everywhere.
reason why Horizon is not going to get Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say because
exactly.
it probably would be Game of the Year.
it's definitely
Yeah. Yeah.
got
Zelda will
better
get it.
elements in it than Zelda does, but it's just because Zelda, that was the first time they've done that for a
Yeah.
Zelda game, and it was
Yeah.
just new.
Zelda
Yeah.
looked great.
Zelda
Yeah.
will get it. Yeah, definitely.
But
So new God of War.
yeah,
Oh.
you
That's
got 'em all.
cool. I tried God of War 3 and I was so bad at it. I tried to play it and it was too I'm just not good at those sorts of games. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks really good.
Well,
I used
this
to love
one looks like an open world type of one. Like it's got that.
I used to
kind
love
of
Prince of
feel.
Persia.
Oh wow, yeah.
Fucking Prince of Persia
On
back
PS2.
on PS2,
Yeah.
like Sands of Time and Warrior Within. I used to play the shit out of
Yeah.
those games.
I love God of War. I'm a massive God of War fan.
Dude, this guy, I remember you showing
So-
me all God of War 3 when
Yeah.
it first came out, dude.
Yeah,
The
I love
Ascendancy
it.
came out. Was that a new game?
Ascension.
Oh, Ascension, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's basically was number 4, but it's a prequel. So
Oh,
it,
okay.
it was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as any of the other God of
right.
Wars. It was probably
And
the
there's
weakest one
remasters
out of all of
the-
them.
Of the third and the second one, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah,
I saw the trilogy pack cheap at EB Games the
Yeah.
other day, and I was like, oh, should I get it?
they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like
heard
that
they're
sort
good.
of actiony sort of
Yeah,
one, but
I've heard they're unreal.
yeah, this to me is like the true AAA game. Like the music, the graphics, like everything looks just polished
It's big
as
music,
and
isn't
just
it?
massive.
Yeah.
Like just a lot of effort put in. Everything looks perfect.
I like how he's looking after his son in this new one.
yeah,
Son
it's
Yeah,
hanging
you're
around in it.
Kratos.
Yeah.
You play as the son?
No, you play as
No.
Kratos.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
it might be like he'll grow you up like Horizons did.
Yeah.
That's what I actually thought. I thought he's gonna, his son's got
Yeah.
some true power and it was gonna get passed on to him, and then you're gonna play as him and finish
Yeah.
Kratos off. But no, he's just this old man and he's just
Yeah.
soldiering through.
They've changed mythologies as well. They've gone from Greek to Norse as well.
Cool.
So he's
That's-
moved apparently, and he's got a son now. Yeah, so it's a bit different, and it's fixed behind the character as well. It doesn't have the dynamic camera changes like the other ones did. So it's definitely more, and having the kid is more like a Last of Us vibe. Like
Yeah.
pretty sure Neil Druckmann said to Corey Barlog, the director, he said he's seen the game, and then he goes, "Oh, I damn you for making me want to cry at a demo," or something like that.
Oh,
He said it was fucking good.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool.
like,
Neil Druckmann is unbelievable.
that's pretty good to say that. So
Yeah,
if
if,
he-
if you're into them type of games,
he
Yeah,
made an amazing game anyway. So
that's
Yeah.
right.
wow.
Yeah.
so
So there was this big middle section for VR. They got a lot of VR games coming out. And I just
Yeah.
picked out the worst one that I saw, and it was Final Fantasy 15 Fishing.
Oh,
Oh.
your favorite.
And I was just like, it's in VR, and I just went, oh,
big monster
Yeah.
catches or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Oh, it was horrible.
it was cringy
Ugh.
as, and I was,
Yeah,
"Oh,
super
Fucking-
cringy.
why?
Get a grip.
Piss off, Square Enix. Don't stop making really crap games that make our franchise look really bad.
What's Nino Cooney 2?
No, so Nino Kuni 2, this was released on the pre-show. And this is, so if you know Studio Ghibli, like they do a lot of anime movies, like big ones that win Academy Awards and all that for
Yeah.
like movies and stuff. So they did My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle,
Oh,
all
they
that
did
kind of stuff.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
They did the artwork for Nino Kuni 1. and there was an RPG game with that art style in it. And so this is Ni no Kuni 2. It looks like it's going to be good. It's coming out this year.
Mm.
It's coming out in November, I'm pretty sure, as well. So
Yeah.
so that's probably one of the big pushes for that. But I think
Yeah.
the biggest one for me out of this whole Sony one was Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a remaster; it's a remake built from the ground up.
That's a pretty big deal. Sort of
Yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII remake. It's a new, same story, same everything,
Yeah.
but a redo of.
And
the
I
same
just hope
game.
they don't take 9 years like they did for what was that one that came
Last
out?
Guardian.
The Last Guardian. Yeah.
It's Blue Point is doing it. The guys that did the Uncharted collection.
Okay, cool.
So it's meant to be next year, I
Sweet.
think,
Well,
coming
then-
out.
If
I'm
they're
still
doing-
in the middle of the. I'm at the end of the first one game, Uncharted game on that. It's
Yeah.
so I need to finish it to get to the second one because the second one is the king.
best.
Yeah, so good.
Oh, it's that
Um,
train bit when
Mark
you're
will be
climbing up the train. I just can't. This is the beginning of the game, climbing up the train. That was the beginning of like games are better than movies now.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, that whole game.
I
Yeah.
like how they've done that with Uncharted 2. They show you the beginning or the end kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
you go right back to the beginning. and you
Yeah.
play
How did I
up
end
to
up
that
here?
point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
it's
I
pretty
love that
awesome.
storytelling.
Apparently, I've heard all the people raving that this new Spider-Man.
Dude, it looked damn cool.
Yeah,
It looked insane. It's like open world. You're slinging that web
Because
everywhere, man.
because Spider, like when they make games on movies, a lot of the time it's
Oh.
just a real average thing.
yeah. I'm a massive Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel
You're a
character.
Marvel guy as
Yeah.
well. Yep.
I collect actual comics as well of
yeah, that's right.
Spider-Man.
No, I knew
so
that about you. Yeah, of course.
and this looks awesome. And I said when I seen a little bit of footage last year, I hope that it was Mr. Negative was like the enemy, and he is. So he's like a lesser known type
That's good,
character.
isn't it? When they go
Yeah.
like, let's put in something that people haven't seen before, so that you don't have anything to compare it to, and you, oh, cool, holy shit.
So they're kind of going that Batman style. So it's going to be like a good comic game.
Yeah, a lot of people say it reminds them of Arkham.
Yeah.
And those games are meant to be really awesome.
Is this
like,
gameplay footage?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. It's got a good.
Is it more? It looks a bit more mean than like not a kid's game so much, is
Yeah,
it?
no, it definitely looks like Arkham Asylum. It
Oh,
looks
this
like
is
that.
gonna be sick.
Yeah,
Oh god, yes.
it looks.
And look how good he moves. Like it moves like Spider-Man would.
Yeah, the animations. That's one thing I seen look really good. His movements are really fluid, and they're doing it. Yeah, a good job for the character. So
Oh wow.
Yeah, insane. It
and
looks like a lot
This
of
isn't
quick
an
time
exclusive
events,
though,
but-
is it?
yeah, it is.
You're kidding
Yeah.
me. You're kidding me.
Yeah,
How is this real?
exactly. Wait, yeah,
Oh my god. How is this an my god.
Yeah, it's insane what they're doing.
skip.
Oh, well,
forward
I
a bit
can't believe I didn't
more.
know more.
This scene where
Yeah,
they
go to about
yeah,
here, I reckon.
yeah, this is awesome. This is when
I can't believe I didn't know more about this. Not because I didn't care, but more because
It looks unreal.
yeah, it
more
looks
because
insane, dude.
how did I have how did I not know that the comparison to what like the Xbox E3 presentation and what they had coming out within the next year by comparison to PS4 or PlayStation? Because
Yeah, look at
because this is
insane.
because this is crazy. How can they have this exclusive and what has Xbox got? Crackdown.
Yeah,
Look at this, straight into like open world web slinging, like so good.
it's
And
crazy. And you actually have to sling off the buildings. It's
Yeah.
not in the air like the old PS1 versions of
Yeah.
Spider-Man games. I played all them.
Whoa, run along the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Insane.
This
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like I don't even like superhero stuff that much, but
But how good do they
Oh.
do this?
yeah,
man, how is this real?
Yeah.
And this is I can't get over this as an exclusive. I seriously can't. Like
it's who's it? Insomniac make it that do
Oh,
Ratchet
yeah.
and Clank and that.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at
So,
that.
um,
They've stepped up their game from Ratchet and Clank to this.
Yeah.
Like,
people love Ratchet and
That
Clank.
was a good
Yeah.
game. I played Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
See, like, he even
not too
does that.
bad,
It
but
was
you got to
like
be into that
No.
style,
Yeah,
like
it's-
you know.
You got to dude.
Yeah, it looks
Like this looks interesting to
Unreal.
me.
yeah.
And I just don't have too much love for superhero stuff, but seriously?
Insane, hey?
Yeah, and I can't believe I heard like this is easily like we're ending this soon, right? But
Yeah.
how do we not say that
This is
the
how they
releases
close
for
their-
PlayStation are looking like even better? And we haven't even got to the real news that there was no Last of Us 2.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was the end of the
that
Sony
was their
conference.
trump cut. That was their big reveal. Was the Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
gameplay? Yeah.
And they didn't even, and so we don't, nothing for Last of Us 2,
No,
but we've got all of that. See, like, even for me, I'm just so disappointed there's no Last of Us 2, like nothing. And yet,
You
I'm
got that.
still like,
yeah. And you're like, Days Gone looks good.
Yeah, that
Spider-Man
was-
looks good.
Unreal,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, God of War, but which
Yeah.
I will probably play.
Yeah.
And that's exclusives. Days Gone and Spider-Man are exclusive.
This is what they did. They just
Mm.
go, check out this. Boom. Sony. This is all we got.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just Sony games.
Wow.
Only disappointing thing I'd say is a lot of them are like Days Gone doesn't have a release date,
Yeah.
and they announced that a while ago, like a year ago.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man was, I think, meant to be this year, but it's 2018 now.
Okay.
God of War's start of 2018.
Yeah. So they're all coming out
Um,
next year in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
quiet
but what is
period.
it? That
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything. I only means that sucks.
Because we've still got a lot of
course.
time this year. We've still got half a year.
Yeah,
to
that
go.
of
Yeah.
course sucks. But I don't like when I compare it to like Xbox's. If we're
Lineup,
just going
yeah.
to go like compare black and white, we go,
Yeah.
what have they got coming out this
Yeah.
year, or even in the future?
Yeah.
That I'm going, fuck, I would buy an Xbox for that.
Yeah. Well, there's,
There's-
I guess there's, there's Uncharted that's coming out in August, so there's that to play.
Yeah.
There is the Horizon DLCs later this year as well.
Yeah.
And then,
Got Nino Cooney too, man.
yeah, Nino Cooney, yeah. And Hellblade. Have you guys seen Hellblade? That's coming out in August as well.
Far out,
That's
so they've
a,
got enough, eh?
That's like an exclusive as well. It's the guys that made Heavenly Sword.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and all that.
No way.
There you
Yeah,
go. Aaron's fucking jizzing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit more like
Oh, this is old, so I won't play that. That's from 2015.
yeah. So this one's
Yeah, so this one's going to come out.
yeah. This is cheap. It's only $45 I think as well because they published it themselves and they
Oh,
wanted to
wow.
make a AAA game that
Oh, I
without-
have seen stuff
like
on
they wanted
this.
to just
Yeah.
do it themselves.
Whoa.
And it's like this
what
is
is-
Norse mythology, and it's like, basically, I think it's like this character goes into the Norse underworld
Wow.
to try and get her lover back or something like that, and she's going crazy. Like
it
it's
still looks good. Like it looks great. The
Yeah.
graphics on it.
it's
Doesn't that remind you of Horizon?
Yeah, it's Horizon. It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, mate. We don't care what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't care about you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
But
this looks wild.
the combat is like it looks more, a lot like the God of War sort of
Oh, okay.
hack and slash type thing, but she's meant to be, it's like a psychosis.
Oh, she looks whacked out of her head, man. So
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's meant to do, like they even studied like people that have like suffered schizophrenia and stuff for this game because they wanted to see what happens to those people.
Look
so
at these enemies.
yeah, they look whacked out.
So yeah,
Yeah, why playing on an Xbox controller? Piss off, mate.
yeah. How weird's that? He's using a Xbox controller. It comes out on PC as well. So
Yeah,
but it's PS4 and
PC.
PC. So
So no Xbox, man. What's going on there?
plenty of stuff to keep you busy until next year, I guess, when
Oh.
other stuff's coming out. So
Exactly.
Look at those enemies. They look scary as fuck.
yeah,
That's great
it's
art.
like a horror.
yeah, it's
yeah.
like great art direction on that. This is unbelievable.
So
Yeah.
I
Like-
think Sony and Microsoft kind of had the same conference, like same presentations. They don't have anything big this year, major this year. They've got little things that are their selling points, but
Yeah,
it wasn't like last year's E3. Like I don't
nah,
think.
yeah, not as good.
No,
No.
last year's E3 was insane. Like they had so many.
So if we're just working off like, what have they got to offer this year?
Yeah.
Fair enough. It
yeah,
wasn't
they don't
that good.
have
Yeah.
much. They've done all their big titles. Like
But if
they've
they're
got
telling
Horizons
me, if you're telling me that those games I just watched
are coming soon,
are exclusive,
yeah,
like that Days Gone looks like
you're
that
you're
looks
all
like,
over that.
Oh
You're like-
fucking man, that
Yeah.
looks like Red Dead crossed with Last of Us.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like open world, go around, fucking fuck people up, blood, like
Yeah.
stabbing, killing,
yeah.
zombies as well.
might tide you over until Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out,
Spider-Man, I can't believe I'm saying that, looks actually really cool
yeah,
for a Superman. Superman. Superhero game.
What's wrong with you, Jordan?
Don't know. This is crazy. That's so cool.
Yeah. So that was Sony's, and now we're gonna go to the last part.
We'll get through this quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck Christ.
Nintendo, and get this right. Nintendo actually did the same kind of approach as Bethesda did. So they came out, showed you Mario Odyssey.
What's that?
That's their new Super Mario game. It's their big one. It's the one where we saw it. It looks like it's in New York City, and they're all cruising around, and he's got this weird hat with eyes on it. That one.
Didn't even
So-
see any of this.
So basically, he looks like he's in New York City. You can actually throw your hat, Mario's hat, at things, and you can control them, become them. So you can become like a New York City, just normal civilian walking around. You can become. It looks massive for a Nintendo Switch style. For
Yeah.
a Mario game, it looks damn good.
There we go. All right, that's what they needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is their big selling point. And then they've got, of course, the Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
That's that Ubisoft game.
Kirby game.
They got a Kirby game. They got a new Yoshi game. They got a new Xeno Chronicles 2 coming out.
You like that shit.
So that's another JRPG game, open world kind of feel. And Game Freak came out and said, we are making a main title Pokemon game for the Switch. So that
Ooh.
means it looks like 3DS might be dying and the Switch may be becoming their portable handheld device.
Ooh.
Dude,
And-
the Game Freak has been on top of it for
Yeah.
years with the fucking Pokemon games.
So that will be a massive selling point for Nintendo. They had a Rocket League Switch version, and it's going to be cross-play for any console and PC. So that's pretty huge news for people like Rocket League.
Yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild, they showed both their expansions, and the one's coming out soon, like in a month, and then the next one will be out by the end of the year. So
Okay.
they're smashing out all their titles, and they also said Metroid Prime 4 is in development.
Wow, okay.
So,
That changes
yeah,
a lot of
this is
feelings
huge.
about the Switch.
and guess what is coming out? Everything besides the Pokemon and the Metroid Prime game. All of it's coming out this year.
Whoa.
That's pretty good then.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
Some massive titles. This is what they needed for this console. They needed
Yeah.
all these games. They needed their main sellers, like their Kirby's, their Yoshi's, their Marios. And the Xenoblade is their new one. Like the last one was on Wii. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was on Wii. Wii U had Xenoblade Chronicles X or something like that. It was a bit different. It wasn't the same, but this one looks like it's heavily story driven, like 1. So, yeah, this is what they needed.
Games.
And
Finally.
they did the same thing. Same quick 20 minutes. This is all their little press conference went for. Drop the mic, walk out. That's all it was.
Fuck.
They only talked at the beginning and like midway and at the end. That's it.
Hmm.
None of that bullcrap we saw from the Switch event when they
Ugh.
announced it. None of this bullcrap. Hey, look at this. Oh, isn't this funny? Isn't this Japanese cutesy? Yeah, no, none of that. It was just games. Done.
God damn it.
So that was actually, a lot of people went nuts over this. They were
Wow.
like, this is what we needed for Nintendo. They did it all in 1 year. And a lot of people are kind of scared that the Yoshi and Kirby game are just going to be throwaway games because they're thinking, oh, they might have just pushed them out because they look the same as any other Yoshi or Kirby platformer. I was watching it. Same thing. Kirby goes around, eats things, jumps around. Yoshi's collecting eggs and jumping around. So it's the same kind of Kirby and Yoshi game. So I think the big one's Mario Odyssey. It looks massive. It looks massive like when Mario 64 came out on Nintendo 64. It's open world. You're running around. You've got this whole area to go and explore. So,
People are going to be all
Yeah.
over that shit.
and it's on a handheld. You can play it anywhere. So I guess it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So that's it. That was E3, and there's so many more announcements and so many more games coming out this year
Yeah.
that wasn't in these big conferences. They've been showed pre-shows or just in the actual venue itself. Like
Yeah.
there's all these new little weird RPGs coming out. There's a really cool looking medieval one that I saw, and that looks damn cool. It's only coming out on PC as well, and I've forgotten the name of that one, but I went, that actually looks half decent.
So we'll just go through what you're keen for then before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
What are you keen for?
See, I'm keen for Ni no Kuni 2. I will buy that one.
Yep.
That's what I will buy. To be honest, I'll get Far Cry 5 maybe. South Park definitely. The Evil Within. I'll go through and finish the Evil Within one, and I will if it was good, The Evil Within 2 may be half decent. Because you know
Okay.
what, their sequels are like usually a bit hit and miss. So.
Yeah.
So it depends. If I got spare coinage lying around just to flick around, I'll buy Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
But definitely, it'll be South Park, Far Cry 5, and Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah.
But if Far Cry 5 and Ni no Kuni 2 are going to be sitting close to each other, I will go Ni no Kuni 2 over Far Cry because it's
Fair enough.
right up my alleyway.
What about you, Scoob?
From E3 itself, I'm pretty keen to see Anthem. Bit more of that.
Yeah.
I just like playing games with other people, so
Yeah.
something that's co-op, I'm pretty keen for. And then just Uncharted, Horizon DLC,
Yeah. that'd be
Days
cool.
Gone, God of War, and then so keen for Spider-Man as well. So
It blew me away, that Spider-Man game, because I played
Yeah.
them ones on PS1 where you could walk around the streets and pick up the basketball
Yeah.
and shoot them in the hoops and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is next level. And seeing this is what it should be.
I know-
That's right.
They're a long way off. Like a lot of those games are a long way off, but those trailers, they were just
They sold you.
yeah. So good. It's like the hype train. It's hard to not get on it, but they just look good. They look polished. They look just what you want, really. So
Action adventure games.
just awesome, good stories and stuff like that. Hopefully,
I must
so
admit, Days Gone did look cool. I did like that.
Yeah.
I
I'm
really want to
definitely-
feel how it plays.
Yeah.
If it plays like Horizon, I think it'll be fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely what I'm most keen for out of this. And then Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
all about that game already. Nah, and that's coming out this year, so that's definitely a good
Yeah.
selling point.
I'm going to... I don't know. I still don't know if I get it on PS4 or...
PS4,
PC.
dude.
I think
Console,
PS4.
they die too easy because they got
You mean
Battlefront.
PC?
Oh, don't play on PC.
Yeah.
They just die too fast on there. If
Yeah.
it's not a competitive shooter where it's MLG standard, it's
I think I'd
yeah.
keep to stick to my Overwatch on PC and play most of my other games on console
Yeah.
then.
because I remember
Yeah.
looking at it like when Battlefront 1 came out, and my mates that sent me through the statistics of who's playing on which console or
Yeah.
platform, and it was like something like 400 and something thousand playing on PlayStation 4, 90,000 playing on PC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
It was definitely a lot lower.
Have they
And-
said any date for that coming out? Is that November or something as well?
It is,
for-
yeah. It's
yeah,
like
Battlefront?
October or November or something.
So it's coming out just before the movies then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll play
That's
that.
good. What about you, man? So just Battlefront?
Days Gone,
Gone.
Battlefront. Yeah, that's pretty much what I know I will play.
Yeah, not even Spider-Man, dude. That,
Well,
that
I mean-
looked damn cool though.
It looks really cool. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll play it, but I'm like, I just can't believe those are exclusives. I can't believe that's like the exclusives of Xbox by comparison to that. Where's their action adventure games?
Nowhere. No, I think
Uh,
they got
doesn't look
Sea
like
of
any.
Thieves is
That's not an action
it's
adventure
not
game.
an action
No, it's
adventure.
not.
It's
I'm talking
open
about like
world,
the Assassin's Creed model where you run around and you do it. Not that they have the monopoly on it, but like that model of just
Yeah.
you get to go around and do stuff.
I could see it when I was watching it. Xbox definitely have their genre, and PlayStation have their genre, and they don't cross over. Their exclusive games are these really actiony, like Expendables type, just dicky games where Sony's going, look, I'm going to give you this story-driven, like movie type experience where
Yeah.
Xbox is funny. They're just like, let's go and just kill people, smash heads, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like they've got a lot of exclusives, but none of them are like
no.
blowing
And
me
they got
away.
Forza 7. That's huge. We haven't seen a Gran Turismo or anything for the PS4.
Gran Turismo comes out this year.
It comes out this year?
Sport, yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't even show it at E3. Like they probably showed it on post-show or pre-shows.
I think they've
but-
showed a lot of it
Yeah.
so far. It's in beta at the
Oh,
moment,
okay.
so it must be pretty close.
Yeah.
Full
So
on.
yeah,
So-
who cares when you got other games like
That's
that?
right.
eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the wrap up of
That's
E3
it.
2017. There is so much more. So please don't go. You missed this. You missed that. Who gives a crap, man? There was so much, and as if
Yeah.
we're gonna fit it into an hour and a half.
No, we've already gone over, so
Yeah.
but that's it. It's how it is.
Yep. All
Another
right.
show down, another E3 down.
Yep. And we all got hyped. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Catch you later.
See you.
See ya.